your pants. I know it hurts. Kicked out on the first day of your new job. I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. It will go on as long as they want. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. It will go on as long as they want. Divorced at 39 and she took all the cash. I know it hurts. Laying on your deathbed and can't wipe your ass. I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. If you don't, you know your heart will break. Let it go, let it go. If you don't, you know your heart will break. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. It will go on as long as they want. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take it.
Hello, everybody. We are here at the Texas Ringer. We just started the practice ends for the 1 p.m. line today. And yeah,
Yep. And so we are just starting up. We've got, I think, CD up right now, so we still got the next group up to shoot.
yeah. So that's one really interesting thing about this tournament is that bottom always shoots first. It's not like A, B, C, D alternating. It's going to be whoever is shooting on the bottom is up. And at the half, we make a switch.
Yes, it is much closer to NFAA scoring and kind of rules than USA Archery. So it's a little different. It's a whole other different animal itself, so it has its own rules. But if you got to relate it to something, it's closer to NFAA in that sense. So target's also very similar, other than just kind of tones of colors.
Yes, and we can see a good shot of the targets here. We have a single spot target and a 5 spot. The target scoring is that innermost ring scores a 7. Now, if you hit the line between that innermost ring and the other ring in the white, that scores a 6. The final white ring is a 5. And then it goes 4, 3, 2. And on the single spot, all that blue area that finishes out the square target is a 1.
Yep, exactly. And so that's one of the most interesting things about that single spot. Is there's no other target I know of that I've ever shot that on a single spot, like just that square outline there is the one. Every time it's always in its like own ring. So that was a very interesting aspect. A lot of people don't realize that. All right, we got AB up right now. So we've got some contenders up here. We got Venugopal Kunavakam down there shooting Barebow. He's actually normally a recurve shooter, and so he's from A&M, and so he's shooting Barebow because he's giving it a try.
And we can also see his A&M teammate, Sawyer Sullivan. Compound shooter. I mean, if you don't know who Sawyer is, then you've been living under a rock.
Yep, he's a big contender this weekend to throw down a record at this tournament right now.
Yes,
he's expected to, actually.
Yes, definitely. The record is very much in Sawyer's sights.
Okay. Oh, you look for the target they're on, and then okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So then other shooters we got down in there. We got who else? We got I'm forgetting names.
Oh, I see. Kaylin Shanklin,
Yeah.
world record setter from earlier this year down there. You can see him coming into view here. Lefty shooter, loves the color green. If you didn't know about Kaylin.
Sadly, he's not rocking his neon green socks this year. He's gotten some black ones. Disappointment. It's all right though.
a really good thing about this tournament is the turnout from the barebow and traditional categories. A lot of barebows came from across the country, a lot of traditional shooters as well. So it's really cool seeing them make an appearance and so supporting the Texas Ringer.
Yeah, we got a lot of staff shooters for Hoyda here right now, too, for the barebows. Very good turnout. It's really become a barebow shoot, which is kind of funny.
Yes, barebow is the largest division here and has the highest payout.
Yes, the barebows have, let me see if I can find it here. Oh, that's for just today. I don't know how. I know they have by far the largest payout over any other ones.
Yeah, I believe the payout for barebow, first place gets $1,500.
I believe so, yeah. It's something like that, which is a very good payout. I think compound, it hits like 500 for first place, something like that.
Recurve was around 400, 420,
Yeah.
something like that.
Which is good because Recurve's moving up too. Recurve was a little low last year, but this year they've come out strong, which helped. We had a lot of A&M guys come out this year, which was really good.
Speaking of 420, that is the maximum score you can shoot here.
Yes, it is.
So you shoot, it'll be 12 ends, 5 arrows an end, and your max score for an end will be 35. 35 12 times, 420.
Yep, it's a good one. Very different from any other scoring because even outdoors you got 360, indoors is normally just 300, pretty much anything. So this was it's a good change of pace, good change of mindset when you're shooting. So it can kind of mess with you too.
Yeah. It can be very frustrating if you're shooting and you're making good shots, and these shots would have been a regular 10 inside, but because you hit that line, you're not getting the full 7 points. You're only getting 6. That can be frustrating.
Yes, very much.
You're not really trying to catch lines anymore. You're trying to avoid that inside line.
Yeah, so it's definitely when it comes down to the compounders, we'll see a lot of them shooting different arrows. So like normally we're shooting big arrows inside. Your 23, 26s, 27s. Comes to this shoot, you end up pulling out the outdoor arrows again. You're shooting micros. You're trying to dodge lines. And there is also a gap where it's like, hey, am I good enough to make sure I'm hitting most inside outs, or am I lose points because I'm hitting more 5s and not catching the line? So you gotta have to make that decision. And so it can be very difficult to make that decision.
Yeah, we can see a wider range of arrows being shot down there. I know some of the barebow shooters are shooting the larger diameter arrows. I don't know; they may be X23s, but I know they're going for that larger diameter. Recurve tends to say smaller diameter for indoors, but especially for this, you may see some recurves going for something thicker, or maybe even trying to find some middle ground. Maybe try to find something between a micro and a regular like X23.
Yeah, I'm thinking barebow, definitely 23 is the way to go. They're not hitting as consistent. Compound to micros. I think recurves, you can go either way, but I feel like going towards that micro tends to be a little more. You're going to snag a couple more points. And then for a bow hunter, I think it's a really good middle ground. Those guys usually like maybe a hunting arrow, just like a little bit bigger, so in case you're out, but not too small where they're just missing that X ring.
Would you say like a 5mm for
I think 5
bow
is
hunter?
really nice. Yeah. I'd say similar for Recurve, but y'all can't really shoot 5 mils. So you're kind of like, you either get a 23 or you get an X10.
Now you can get something in the middle. Easton has their Eclipse arrows.
Oh, do they really?
And those, you can kind of mess around with your diameter, but most recurves usually will just stay with that, either micros or X23s or RX7s, pretty much things that are pushing that maximum diameter.
Yeah, especially with recurves are already shooting micros anyways. Like you don't see a ton of recurves shoot big arrows. Generally, other than maybe Vegas, you might see it happen. And then even like, I don't know, you shoot recurve. Do you ever shoot for like indoor nationals or anything?
Yes, I've shot big arrows for indoor nationals, Vegas. I think big arrows are really good at Lancaster. Lancaster is probably the one event that I would say you need big arrows at.
Yeah, that 11 scoring ring, really helpful there.
Yep. But yeah, it's a lot of personal preference. There have been some recurves who have shot some fantastic scores with micros, but also with big arrows. So it's about finding something that works out of your bow.
We have Joy Cook here, who just left the screen, but she just got back from, I believe, Canada. Yeah, right there, and she's in the white jersey.
Youth Worlds.
Yep, Youth Worlds, and she won I believe, gold there in the team rounds. So it's very exciting for her. Very good competition. Congrats to her.
Yep, sporting that the red, white, and blue, the USA jersey.
That is a very nice looking jersey. I love that jersey.
Shooting next to her is Abigail Kipps. She came out all the way from Arizona for the event. She's been on the U21 USAT team. She's a very good shooter in the youth categories. I don't know if she's making the step up to senior this year or not, but she'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with when she makes that transition.
Yeah, definitely.
So right now we are in our second practice end. Another thing is, since you get 5 arrows to shoot, you do have 4 minutes to shoot them. So usually time isn't a problem here.
Yeah, I think when I shot this morning, I think the lowest I got was like 60 seconds left, which is not bad at all. If you're shooting world archery, that one becomes a little more of an issue when you have 90 seconds to shoot 3 arrows, but you have so much time here. It's like you could let down 2 times. Maybe if you got lucky 3 times, if it was a quick shot, a quick let down.
Yeah, for recurve, you can let down multiple times for recurve and be
Oh, yeah.
completely fine on time. There were a couple lines this morning where it would be 80 seconds left and everyone would be off the line. So they just call the next line up. So we move pretty quick here.
Yeah, the lines have been going very quick, which has been very nice, very efficient, very well run so far, which is very good. And tomorrow we'll have the shoot-offs, so it's top 16 of each category will be going to the shoot-offs tomorrow. I believe, if I'm correct, it is bracketed, and then once you hit the top 4, it goes into shoot-offs. So like Lancaster-style shoot-offs for the top 4. So then it keeps it interesting, changes it up where it's not just, it comes to where you can, once you get top 4, you've really secured your spot. But like it keeps first or second, which is nice for them. Some people don't like how that works, but I think it's all right. You earn that spot when you shoot it in the qualification, so it's not too bad of a strategy.
No, absolutely. Like you want to make sure your qualifying score isn't for nothing.
Yeah.
And having that nice advantage in qualifying going into eliminations. I mean, you should get an advantage from it. If you can shoot well enough in qualifications and you shoot well enough in your matches where, I mean, you beat your opponent, but you're shooting fantastic, you only now have to shoot 1 match to win the event.
It's very valid because especially when you shoot in a bracketed eliminations, there's sometimes it happens where you took first and then you just get a terrible bracket after that where just some people who should have shot higher didn't, and you have to compete against some top-tier competitors earlier on, and you're like, well, great. And if you get beat, that really sucks. And you're like, man, if I dropped a couple more points, I wouldn't have to go against them. And so it really just helps. And this kind of does a good, nice stuff, splitting it into best of both the worlds a little bit. All right, I think this is. Do they have one more? Is this their last practice?
This is a second practice end. This will be their last one. They just called AB lineup, as we can see the second detail coming up right here.
Yep.
One nice thing is, especially with having so many barebows and traditional shooters, is a wide range of equipment.
Yes, you can see these trad bows, and I believe some of these trad bows trad archers have made them themselves. They've most of them I think if they're in the green and like white jerseys with the red outlines or orange outline, usually I think some of them have made those bows themselves. I've heard, and you can tell on some of them because that sounded bad. You can tell because they're very unconventional looking. They'll make them from other objects. It looks really cool.
So the trad shooters in the like the green, like this gentleman right here, are they a club in Texas?
They are a club in Texas. I think they're by San Antonio or Austin. I'm not sure which. But yes, they are. They're a good club. They've come out really strong. They kind of like the first years we held this, we saw a couple of them, and then every year they started a couple more, and suddenly they just all came out to it. And they love this shoe. I think this is one of their biggest shoes because most categories don't have a trad division. I think, do we have trad division or is it just Barebow?
No, we have.
We have trad division. Yeah, and so the trad division gives it where because their bows just aren't quite as good as Barebow or as that actual like recurve Barebow. They're not as the materials are a little different, not as consistent since those are all wood, and so they need their own categories. So it works out very nicely for them, and they love this shoot.
Also on the compound side, I've seen a couple different bows out there. A lot of Matthews. I believe that was a Bowtech that I think we panned by earlier as well.
We got a Matthews right here. We've got some Hoyts, recurves next to it. A lot of Hoyt and Matthews are gonna be your top tiers here. You're gonna see a lot of those. Maybe a couple Bowtechs. I have not seen any elites though.
And something to note. Matt Yaka right there on the left side in the Hoyt jersey. He is shooting the brand new Hoyt lineup that came out just about a month ago. He is shooting the Exceed 2 with metric slims. You can see those are the metric slims. They're very white. Hoyt did that to help with thermal properties within the limbs and the limbs adjusting how they perform being out in the sun.
I've heard that before with some other archers, some compound shooters who've shot like they'll only shoot white limbs just for that. I usually only shoot white limbs, but mainly it's for the cool factor. I just like how it looks.
I mean, we have to love how our bow looks. Like, we shoot for aesthetics, right?
I know, right? I mean, why would you shoot for performance, right?
It's tough to shoot with a bow that you don't like the look of.
Exactly. If you don't like what it looks like, then you're just not going to shoot good with it. It's just the factor. Tool factor of your bow is at least 30% of your shooting.
I mean, Kalen Shanklin was absolutely example of that with that world record.
That is very true. He loved the way his bow looked, and he shot great.
Speaking of Kalen, he is the defending champion in the recurve category at the Texas Ringer.
He beat Vanu last year, who's in the middle right there, which Vanu decided, I guess, maybe because of that, he switched to Barebow. No, just kidding. That'd be funny, though. But now, if Vanu decided not to try to take it back, Vanu was the previous defending champion before that, I believe, and then Kalen took that away. Congrats to Kalen there. That was very good for him.
Yep. As we can see, Vanu is the collegiate record holder for Barebow and for recurve now, outdoors, 50-meter Barebow and 70-meter recurve. For indoors, though, in the past, he had actually been anchoring with his Barebow like a recurve shooter, but for inside, he has moved to a more traditional Barebow anchor, a little higher up on his face so he can look down the arrow.
Yep.
So it'll be very interesting to see how he performs today with a little bit of change in technique. I know he's been practicing it.
He has. I've seen him at the range. He'll come in once a day, shoot 30 arrows, working on it.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah,
that
it
looked
pretty
really
good.
nice. So yeah, he looks locked in and ready to.
He does. He looks like he's ready to go.
Ready to shoot some sevens.
Oh yeah. All right, we're just grabbing their fresh targets right now to replace them.
Yeah, Archer's coming
So,
with a new target. And
earlier when we were shooting today, because Ryan and I had the pleasure of shooting on the same target.
We did.
with each
It was
other,
amazing. It was so much fun.
We talked about, is it actually worth changing your target face?
Yes.
So what are your opinions on that?
My opinion is no, it's not. So with these targets, normally you have a little X on it. So like literally you have the letter X in the middle of your target. Gives you something to look at and focus on. But with these, you don't have that. And I don't think even if you're having a bad day of shooting, unless maybe you're shooting like some big arrows and you're getting stuck into a hole off center, I don't think it's worth changing it because it's better to have a dark hole in the center of your target to look at to help your eyes focus than to replace that target and suddenly have to be shooting on a blank face again, essentially. You can just kind of float. You don't know quite if you're in the center or not, especially if your sight picture isn't crystal clear. So if it's not clear, like mine was pretty clear today, so I didn't have issues, but there's also days where your just eyes aren't feeling as good as other days, and just lighting's just how it hits that day. So I didn't switch my target at all this weekend. Also shooting micro, so I didn't have the need to, but either way, I wouldn't have if I'd been shooting bigger arrows too.
Yeah, I took the same approach. I didn't want to switch my target face. I was shooting micros, so there wasn't a need to. I also have been shooting with a open ring, so when I look down my sight with my recurve bow, I don't actually have a dot. So I was just like, the lining up the ring on just a stark white target face, especially on the 5 spot, because there's so much of that face is just bright white. I wanted to make sure, even if they weren't a tight group in the middle, I wanted to have a little bit of darker contrast to help keep my eye onto the target after I release.
Yeah, very true, yes. These targets are very different. They're very similar to 5 spot, but just that those little differences do make it a little more difficult to shoot. Just a little bit, especially with the 7 ring. That's the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
They've also, if you notice, on a 5 spot, they have a ring. So you have, on the 5 spot, you have the X5, and then you have a 4, and then that 4, there's a ring, and then it's another 4 for, who knows why they actually put it there. This target, they take that out. So there is no actual extra ring in that 4 ring for the 5 spot.
Mm-hmm. So, we have everyone changing out their target faces here. One thing is, since they do, at the half, switch high-low, we need to get name tags at the Texas Ringer.
We do. I never thought about that. My dad, he was working a lot on getting people like player cards and stuff like that, which looked out really good and looked really good. We do need to get some name tags. That would be. I think that's going to be something we'll discuss with him for next year.
Mm-hmm. Because especially you can see on target, especially on target 5. No, not target 5. Target 6.
Yes.
It's a whole bunch of 5 spots.
It can get confusing sometimes.
Yes, it's a whole bunch of 5 spots, and without having that name tag that you would get, say, at Vegas or at NFA Indoor Nationals, it's a lot easier to forget that you have switched target faces, and you may accidentally shoot the wrong one. Now, I see 6A has offset their target a little bit. That could be just that's where they like it set up, but I could also see someone doing that so they remember to shoot that top one or that bottom.
Yes, that's very valid. All right, that's very likely. I always had mine a little offset today, mainly because I was trying to keep my arrows from passing through the target. My micros like to slip through these targets sometimes. And so, but that is a very good strategy, especially for no name tags. These targets looking so like your targets being exactly the same. Because a lot of these people, if you look, they've got a single spot above them, so you can't really shoot the wrong
first
target.
official scoring.
If you do, like, that's
and
wild.
CD lineup.
But yeah, so that could be a very well done strategy for that guy. Who is that on bale 6? We've got Craig, I believe.
Yeah.
And it looks like Jules and I don't know the 2 people. They haven't locked up yet. But yes.
But yeah, so that's definitely a strategy. I don't know if that's what they're intending on doing right now, but even if it isn't, that is something to think about. If for people shooting later today or people who want to come out and shoot at the ringer next year, it's a good strategy.
Very much so.
Yeah, we see a very extreme version of that over there on target 1.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, that is quite the strategy there. We have him shooting a Stratus right there from Hoon Holler. Interesting. I've not seen very many Stratuses lately. Since the new Concept X came out, everyone's really, really liked that Concept X.
Yes, the Concept X has absolutely been a big player, especially on the international stage.
Oh, yes.
I mean, there's a way more even split between Concept X and the title. Actually, I feel like I saw more Concept X's at World Champs.
I mean, I wasn't there, but I think you're right. I think I've been seeing more Concept X's than I have been seeing other things. It's been very impressive, the amount, like, from when they came out the Stratus, they kind of lost some sales on it. A lot of people weren't a huge fan of it. But when they came out the Concept X, they came back greatly and really dominated with it.
So speaking of equipment, we have a Fivix bow here. Fivix is very much a player on the Recurve side. With Recurve equipment, you have Hoyt. Hoyt is probably what you see the most, especially in the U.S., followed by Win and Win, and then Fivix. I know Fivix has been trying to make some inroads here. They've been doing really good over in Asia and Europe, but they haven't fully taken off here yet. But who knows? Maybe we can see that change in the next few years.
Very possible.
So you'll also see with the Recurve shooters is probably a fairly even split down the middle from one shooting the single spot versus one shooting the 5 spot, which at least with these targets, whether you're shooting 5 arrows, if you're grouping really well in that single spot target, you're going to start potentially getting some glance outs. And Recurve's, the skill set is wide enough where do you shoot a single spot? Do you shoot a 5 spot? I can understand the argument both ways, but if you're grouping well enough and you're worried about breaking your knocks, then you're going to shoot better on the 5 spot, giving yourself that peace of mind.
This has been a discussion with compounds, too, because you usually see them thinking a 5 spot, but it's when they're kids and they're making that transition because it is more difficult to shoot a 5 spot at first. That move, you wouldn't think it's so hard, but it just is. So a lot of times what happens is you'll have these kids that are getting ricochets out, and they end up, their scores are dropping because of this. And then they'll switch to a 5 spot, and their scores won't even improve. They'll stay pretty stagnant. But the problem is you'll get sometimes you get parents that will be like, oh, my kid's broken 2 arrows today. And every day they're breaking 1 or 2 knocks. And they're like, oh, it's time to switch because they're breaking too many arrows. But realistically, you need to be breaking you need to be ricocheting arrows every other round to really be ready to switch over, I feel like. Especially for compounds when you're shooting like 23s. You're shooting micros a little different. Like I could bury some into a micros and probably get only a couple ricochets at 20. I mean, I would definitely ricochet multiple per end, but I would destroy a lot of arrows. But still, like you could stick them in there. But when you're shooting 23s, they're so big. They're just taking up so much space in that center. It gets hard to even shoot like a 3X because they're just, I mean, like the X isn't that big. You put one really good shot down there, you're about to ricochet 2 more arrows off of it. So all that comes down to that. Oh, that's a good round, right? Oh, never. That's not bad. We've got. Oh, he's not even on that camera. My bad.
Yep,
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like 3 7s, a 6, and a 4. But
those 7s are very piped. Though.
Yes.
Those are. I saw those 3 7s first, and I was like, dang, okay.
But here, that's the difference between the micros versus the big arrows. Like, I mean, that 6 was definitely, I would say, would have been a 6 on micros or with big arrows, but
it could have been close. Like you don't know.
Yeah. And now we have the AB detail coming up here, top targets. You'll see a majority of the trad shooters and barebows on the single spot. You may get an occasional one that will shoot a 5 spot.
There we go. We got a 4-2 for him right now. Yeah. You may. Yeah. I've done a couple barebows to shoot a 5 spot. It's a very impressive feat to do. I could never do that. I'm terrible with barebow. I can shoot a little recurve, not well, but I can shoot it.
What's interesting is we have Matt Yaka here. He was one of the guys who I would have thought would have considered shooting the 5 spot. Maybe he did, but he opted for the single spot, and looks like he's got a 7 and a 6, or maybe 2 6s.
Yeah, very solid. Yaka's doing well.
Yes. He's putting that new bow to good use.
Got the nice Hoyt weight on the front of that, too.
Yep,
Oh,
there you
that's
go.
down. Good
That was
shot,
a
good
yep,
shot.
that was a good letdown. He was getting really shaky. Now he's just loosening himself up,
Yeah.
going through his process.
Locking back in.
Yeah. But, yeah, you'll see some of these barebow targets, these top-level barebows, and you'll think they're recurve targets with how consistent they are. Like, barebow has grown in not only size, but also performance.
100%.
Matt just missed a little low there.
I mean, we remember at Lancaster a couple of years ago, I was watching, I saw barebows in the shoot-offs putting down 310s, like in some of those shoot-offs. And one of them shot a 12 in the 12 ring, which was insane. He called it and everything. Here we go. Get another good target right there. Nice 5-4. 4.
Ooh,
Like another 4. Just
maybe
out.
Just missed it.
That's still very good shooting right there. Oh, did he just walk off for this fifth arrow?
No, that was his fifth arrow.
Oh, okay. That was his fifth arrow. Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
Here we have Charlie, another barebow, believe barebow shooter
Yeah.
with big arrows. Yeah, that looks like
It was a
big,
very good round right there.
Yes. Definitely big arrows have looked like to be the most popular decision for barebows this week, which, I mean, we talked about that earlier, and that
That's a
makes
good
sense.
call. Yeah. They're not hitting. They're like hit their inside out. The inside out is not what their like specific like goal is every shot. I mean, it is obviously, but it's like they're not so worried about that as much as catching the line for a 6. A 6 is a little more important than them to hitting a 6 and their next shot missing the 5, hitting a 4.
And here we have Kalen again. He shoots a win bow. All that green internal on his bow, he did that, I believe himself or his sister did it for him. That bow does not come like that standard from win.
He did a very good job on it. I've seen some people do that, and it did not work out well. But his looks really good. It looks like it came factory.
Yep. He's got 3 arrows in, and ooh, maybe got a 6 there. Nope, just out. Looks like he's hitting a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
There he goes. He goes to his
There
sight.
we go. Yep. Good 7 right here will really help him out.
But I remember back in it's like 2013, 2014 when Hoyt had the was it the Pro Comp Elite, I believe. People were coloring those little like grooves in that bow.
Yes.
And they'd get the little pieces
I
of
know
rubber.
that's what you're talking about. Yep. Yeah, the Pro
There we
Comp
go,
and the I believe. Ooh, I don't remember if the Podium had it or not.
I think it did. I think the Podium
I'm
had
gonna
it.
have to look that up now.
Yeah. The Podium or the Prevail.
Let's see
Probably
here.
the Podium. But yes,
I know the Podium. I know had it. Did the Prevail have it though? I don't know if I'll be able to see it in a photo though.
well, and just like that, we have shot our first in for the afternoon, the 1 p.m. session here at the Texas Ringer at Texas Archery in Spring.
Yes.
And now we go down and we wait for scoring.
Oh yeah, the Prevail. I'm like 90% sure the Prevail had some grooves in there. I don't have a photo from the back of the riser, but I shot the Prevail for I think I've shot every single Hoyt bow since the concept. No. Sorry, the one before the Veil. What was that? The Podium X.
Podium.
That was my first target bow. I went from Podium X to Prevail to Invicta to Strat. Actually, I went Invicta, then I went to PSC for a little bit. Then I went PS. Or I went actually no. Sorry, I went Invicta to Matthews to PSC back to Matthews.
He's just been hopping all over.
I've been hopping over.
Maybe you should maybe you should try Concept X. Get back to your roots.
I know, right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I shot better this day. The only problem is I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just don't fit in one. I don't have to draw. My drawing's a little too long. The Matthews goes to 32.5, and I'm like a 33-ish, a little under 33, and the Hoyt only goes to 32, and so I would have to get an inch out of it, which is a lot more difficult.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I've shot Hoyt bows all my life.
You're truly committed. I've been
Yes.
really committed to Hoyt. I was very brand loyal for years. And then I started hopping around bows, and I got a little less brand loyal.
Yeah, I would say I'd say the only major the only major releases that I haven't shot is when it came out back in like I think it was a 2017 around time. I never shot the Factor, and I also have not shot the Formula XD. I haven't shot the new stuff either yet. Would love to get my hands on it and try it out, see how it compares, how the new Exceed 2 series compares to the traditional Exceed.
You shoot the Exceed, right?
You
didn't shoot it today.
Yes,
you shot
yes, I shoot 2 different bows, inside and outside. Outside, I do shoot an Exceed. Inside, I shoot a 27-inch GMX3.
Yes, that's what I shoot inside too, the GMX3 for my recurve.
Yes.
We actually traded a so back, I think it was last year, I was shooting I was messing around with the recurve a little bit just for fun, just you know, keep myself entertained after I shot my compound. And so we ended up trading bows. So I traded him one of my titles for a GMX3. And so then I went and I've shot it a couple of tournaments. I need to start shooting it again. I get locked in. I think when Aggie Invite's coming up here, I think I might do a dual sign up and shoot a little recurve there just to see if I can beat my last year's score.
Exactly. Maybe,
yeah.
and maybe you can try to shoot recurve with me and beat me on an end.
Yeah. So last year when we did it, my goal was one in. I want to beat Alex, and so we always seem to shoot together. We just happened to be on the same bail, and we're like perfect. And so I shot 130 that whole day, and it was a 3x30. The only 30 I even came close to. I think my closest to that was like a 28. And he shoots a 30, of course. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I was like, finally, my chance. And then he would like shoot like a 28. And I'm like, all right, lock in. Here we go. And I'd shoot like a 20. My first shot, like a 6. I'm like, oh, like crap.
But no, I would say if you shoot recurve or compound, I mean, if given the opportunity, you should try the other stuff. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, we are shooting arrows into a target, and but it's very different. The two worlds, yes, they're similar, but there are a lot of differences. A lot of skills that recurve shooters don't realize they need to shoot compound, and vice versa.
Yes, you don't realize recurves generally will have an easier time going to compound than compounds will the other way. But there is a lot of difference because they'll find out like that recurve form doesn't necessarily, even though it's technically better form than compound form, there is a reason compound form tends to be a little more out of line, stuff like that for strength-wise and just holding-wise. And so it's very interesting to see the differences. And then vice versa, when you go to recurve, you really realize you got to really get in line. You got to get your bone structure right there, or you're breaking at the shoulders.
Exactly. Here's something to note. A lot of barebows like those Uka limbs that we see here. So those are the Uka alpha limbs. I know Uka has, they came out with their new lineup of limbs, not necessarily set of limbs. There's 3 different tiers: the alpha, the sigma, and the omega, and those are the alpha limbs.
Yeah.
So that has become a very popular thing for some barebows to experiment with is the Uka limbs. I know they love how that draw curve feels. I've even been told it almost feels like there's a little bit of let off on the limbs. So I think that is very interesting.
It's a crazy statement to say to a compound.
Yes.
We don't understand that. They've told me. I remember when we've talked about it, and like I'll talk about let off and all this stuff in back one, and they'll be like, yeah, this shot's like these limbs are really snappy, or these limbs are really squishy, and I'm like, what do you mean it's a limb? Like you have no back wall. How can it feel like snappy or all this stuff? Even if I shot it, I still didn't have the feel to know the difference. It felt the same. I was like, I don't know. But it's very interesting to hear the different sides of how they feel when they shoot enough. They can be like, you can feel the difference in how the limbs react.
Yes. I know a lot of people, you've kind of fall into one or two camps. You either are chasing smoothness, a really smooth draw cycle, or you like your bow to be a bit punchier off the when you release. And I know, again, if you don't have the feel of it, you just sounds like gibberish, sounds like Chinese. But
yeah.
No, when you definitely get that bow feel, you definitely have that understanding of, man, these limbs punch. My release snaps off them so well, and yeah, it's just all personal preference.
The best thing I can relate to in compound is whenever a compound will say, like, this bow's got a really easy drawback, like an easy 60 pounds. I was telling one of our guys that, and he was like, what do you mean 60 pounds is 60 pounds? Like, it shouldn't be different. So I'm like, I'm telling you, a Matthew 60 pounds is very different from a Hoyt 60 pounds, or
really?
A honey bow 60 pounds is different from a target. So like if I take my bow at 60 pounds and put say the lift X, or the lift at a 60 pound, their new honey bow is much more aggressive and harder to draw back than my honey bow or my target bow at 60 pounds. It's just how the cam design are off of speed. So you'll get very different drawbacks, more aggressive, how they stack up much quicker, so it feels heavier, versus if they stack up slower and stuff. And so a lot of the people get confused on that. So like, what do you mean? They'll be like, man, that was easy to draw back. Like when I first got my title, I was like, wow, it's like a really easy drawback. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, you just, like all the compounds were like, oh really? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And like, I was talking to Trenton about it. And he was like, what are you talking about? 60 pounds is 60 pounds. I'm, I'm telling you, it's not. There is a difference. He's like, especially when you have kids who go from a honey bow, like a mission bow, or they'll go from like a ember or a missions to a target bow. Usually we'll have to back their weight off because it's hard to draw back. They're such aggressive bows. It takes a little more work to draw them back.
So after seeing some of the barebow shoot, I highlighted it earlier with Venu. Between barebow and recurve, you very much see a difference on where people anchor. Barebows love to anchor more up here on their face. That's for a few reasons. One, they could actually look down the arrow because they don't have a sight. So their sight is the point of their arrow.
Looks like we have right now Sawyer has dropped 1 point and Connor has dropped 0. We have 35. That's crazy. I would have expected Sawyer to do very well on his first end. Interesting. Very interesting.
First in jitters.
Yeah, it happens to anyone, even even road
And
competitors.
Julia Cook also has a 35.
Yes, it's very good shooting there by both of them.
But yeah, like what I was saying with the Barebow anchor, while recurves will anchor underneath their chin because we have a sight. We don't need to use the arrow to look down. Barebows also, if you try to shoot a barebow anchored under your chin inside, you're going to have to be aiming below the target. You have to aim incredibly low, and that is a big thing with recurves trying to shoot barebow shooting indoors, that they have to either figure out how to manage or move to that higher anchor. Same thing with traditional shooters. You can see the high anchor so they can look down the arrow.
So we got some recurvers here. How did Kalen Shanklin shot a 25 on his first end?
Kaylin had a 25. Abby with a 29.
So it looks like Kalen had a rough start for sure. That's all right. Just his first down jitters. It happens. You're not to us, but.
Or the initial barebow scores looking like?
They are. Cough. Unmute. Let's see here. We got Trad right here. Trad, looks like we got a lot of Trads averaging that 21 score right now.
21, 23. We have
25.
we have John
Starks.
John Starks with a 25.
Yeah. Billy. Yeah, 21. Yeah, and then we've got where's the actual? That's Recurve. Barebow adult. So we got let's see here. We got Matthew Yaka at a 27. That's a nice first end right there.
27 is the top barebow score for the session right now.
We got Vanu at a 24. Solid.
And a couple 26s.
Very good shooting. Very strong shooting right now.
And we got Sawyer Sullivan.
Looks like he's got no, there we go.
Put a 7 there at the end. And 35.
Start.
He's right back on track.
I suspect we say we probably would drop another one, but he might. We never know. It looks like he had a rough start. He's been shooting pretty good lately, though, so someone I've seen at school. But you just never know. You come to a tournament and things can just change.
Maybe for Sawyer it was fatigue. We saw him this morning, and he looked very tired.
Yes. A late night study session or something,
yes,
potentially.
Definitely a late night study session. Could not be anything
Couldn't be
else.
anything else whatsoever. No doubt. Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of shooters with a jersey that says Spider X on them. What is Spider X?
So Spider X is the club here. So it's not USA club. We do have a USA club here, but this Spider X in particular, I believe it might be NFAA. I graduated out of it like a couple years ago, so I haven't kept up too much with it. But the Spider X team is the Joad team here, and then there's certain jerseys, I believe, at least last I checked. So this information might be like a year or two old. But certain jerseys will indicate certain things. So, like, I think if you see someone with a yellow jersey or gold is what they're going for, that means they have a Olympic pin, I believe. Either the gold or just a Olympic pin. And so I believe there's one down there right now.
Yes, I see Ellie Booth, your sister, down there with the with the black and gold jersey.
Yep, and so she's got her one of her Olympian pins. I didn't even realize that was Ellie. I'm not gonna lie. And so yeah,
You thought it was Molly, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Molly. They look so much alike. And then we've got Jules down there. She also has it, so that means they have a pin. And so yeah, so that's just a club here. We've got a lot of people in the club shooting. They also help run these tournaments. So if you ever see them, help, give them a little things. But yeah, so there's a little thing to that. We've got. Looking down. We have a board that has like all the kids on the team, or a lot of the kids on the team. I think any of the ones with like, I don't know what actually if they have pins or not, exactly how it works. But yeah, so they have their own pin system. I believe they created too for this, or using an NFAA one. I've been out of it for so long. It's because recently USA Archery didn't move their pins, so they went from their scores for compound used to be for a bronze pin 285, silver 290, and then gold 295, and they changed it from a bronze to a 287, and then a silver 292, and then they kept gold the same 285 or 295. which is a very interesting decision. I didn't think they needed to be changed. I thought they were pretty solid scores to hit. Like I never felt like they were too easy when I was going through them. I remember it being like, from going from your yellow pin to your bronze pin was really difficult. Like it was like a 30-point jump or something. Or no, I think it's a 260. It's a 25-point jump. Now it's a 27-point jump, which is really, it takes you a while. And then getting from a 85 to 90 is real tough. And then just shooting the gold seems impossible at first. Eventually you get to the point where you get it and you're like, oh, like, okay, I can do this. But like when you first see like 295 NRX, you're like, no one can do that.
Would you say the compound pins are easier to get inside or outside?
I would say outside. So when they shoot outside, it is. So I got all my outdoor pins at 30 meters. But even then, it was just because the closer distance makes it a little easier, but they're still high scores. So like I think it's like a 285, a 290. It's a, ooh, it's been so long now. So it's a 350. It's so 20. Okay, so it's a 350, I believe, for bronze or for silver, and the 355 for gold. And so I remember getting my very last 30-meter shoot I had. I got my gold. I was so excited. It was awesome. But it's like that's a tough score. But then nowadays, like when I was shooting that, I thought I was like amazing. I was like, wow, I am it. And then now I'm seeing these kids shooting like 360s in my club and like 359s. So I'm like, oh my word, they weren't there when I was there. Like, dude, they cooked me. But I think it's easier. Even then, like whenever I ended from 50 meters to 345, which is nothing to scoff at for getting your gold. But I was able to get to the point where I was consistently shooting above a 345 much faster than getting to the point where I was averaging a 295. So I think it's just a little more rougher indoors. I think that indoors is a little more mental. It's a little more of that like mental strain of like you having to be nearly perfect. You can drop 5 points your whole game. Yep. Outdoors you got 15. So really, if you drop 2 points in end, you're almost good. I think you are good at 2 points in end. You are good at 2 points. You could drop more than 2 points in end and be fine. Instead of you only having to shoot half the time perfect.
Yeah, definitely on the recurve side, and this is just a personal opinion, I believe the indoor pins are easier to get than the outdoor. Yep. And that's just through personal experience. I had all my indoor pins before I had my outdoor pins. Indoor pins are, unless they've changed them, they used to be at least 280, 285, and 290. And while outdoor, I know the outdoor pin gold pin at 70 is a 320. And
320 stout.
A 320 is about the cutoff score to make the top 16 at the Olympic trials. Yeah. Very consistently, a 320 4 times is 1280. 1280 is usually 16th, 15th, 17th, around that point. Yeah. So through personal opinion, I also feel like it's a little easier to become a 290 shooter inside with a recurve than it is to become a 320 shooter outside.
Hello. I know that last time when I shot out with the recurve. My score was a 250 when I shot 70 meters. Yes. So I can contest that I would nowhere be a 320 shooter.
Yes, I remember watching you score that, and I told you, all right, you just have to hit the target to get your 250, and then you shot a 2, and I'm like, well, you couldn't have gotten away with a 1, but I didn't want to say that.
And which was funny was people were taking bets on over or under or what I was going to shoot. And Vanu actually shooting down there said, oh, he's going to shoot exactly a 250. And I was like, and he didn't tell me this, but I was like, there's no way I'm going to match Vanu's score. I'm going to beat it. Mm-hmm. And I managed to not beat it. I managed to literally nail it. Mm-hmm. So that was quite the skill right there.
Oh, yeah. You knew.
I just knew it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, since we've shot we got the second inch shot, you can take a look at some of the updated scores here real quick.
Here. We've got for Trad. We got a couple 43. His scores aren't updated yet. It looks like we got some low 40s,
a couple shooters at
30s. Ooh. We got someone at the 50. 50's high score by John Starks right now.
John Starks at 50.
John Starks
leading the way.
Leading the way by a solid
5 points.
5 points. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at Barebow Bow Hunter. We've got 59s with the high score. 66 right now. Yes. High score by Craig. Craig Iscato is a very good shooter, very good bow hunter shooter. Mm-hmm. He's been shooting for a while, too. He's out of Saddle River. And we got Story Solvin, 69. Oh, Connor with another perfect score, 70.
And Julia with a 70 as well.
And Julia with a 70 as well. It's very good shooting to both of them. Mm-hmm. And then Barebows, we got top score is a 54.
By Jeremiah Jones.
Yes, and then Matt Yaka with a 50.
Yeah.
And Vanu with a 46. And then we got Nicholas Way with a 46. Mm-hmm. Lee Wickens with a 45. Yeah. Darren Mose with a 50, and Justin with a 47. So here now, adult recurve, we got a 56 for Kaylin.
Yep.
Abby with a 57. And is that Madeline?
Yep. Looks like
With
Madeline.
53.
53. So things are very tight in recurve
Yes.
right now.
And with that 7 ring, it really changes the game. You got video last time? Oh. Well, we'll make sure to highlight Jules next round.
Yes.
We already kind of mentioned her briefly.
But yes, so we are finishing up CD line. 20 seconds left on the line.
All right.
There we go. Good shot. Looks like the line is cleared. Oh, we're going up for AB now.
Oh.
So yes,
Whoops.
getting used to the bottom
Right.
always shooting first.
So used to just top goes down. You're like,
Yeah.
all right. On the bounce out, I was told this morning when I shot, because they said I have to mark arrows. I was like, oh, really? And they're like, yeah, if you bounce out, it's just a reshoot.
Yep.
And then I was informed that I actually have to hit the target first. And I was like, oh, okay.
Ryan struggles hitting the target.
Yeah, sometimes. It happens every once in a while. But yeah, I've actually been on a pretty solid streak of, I think the last 2 or 3 times I shot this tournament, I've missed at some point. Last year was in the gold medal match. The year before that was just in the tournament. And then I think the year before that might have been also a gold medal match. I think I'm on a 2-year streak right now. So I've had a rough go at this tournament. But this year, my goal, I told him, the goal is not to miss. So far, we've been very strong on that goal. We'll hopefully be able to continue this through Monday. I do have an arrow in the roof somewhere in here. Not my fault. I was drawing back in my release. A screw came loose on it, and the whole bracket moved over to the side, and it slipped off the sear. And I went straight in the roof and punched myself in the face so hard. But I did end up shooting the iconic, perfect, almost 5-point drops on this was on an NFA face, so if max score is 300. I shot at 295, so I missed. And it's 5 points of max score, but I had 59 X's out of 60. So that was the only X I missed, was the one I sent into the roof. So that was fun to join that club. Very enjoyable. I was actually nervous on my last shot of that round because I was so excited to hit. Not excited, but I was like, oh, if you shoot a 59 295, people are like, that's hilarious. If you shoot a 58 295, people are like, oh, you suck. So it's like, I was like, I got to hit this last X.
Exactly. So on the bow we're looking at here, Matthew's title had the SOS system from Accu Archery. It looked like it was, can't tell if it was mounted to the bow or it's mounted to the bow. It's down. It is just outside the camera frame right now. When he draws, we can hopefully see it.
I have one of those systems. I do not use mine. I should tinker with it more, so if I can get it. I had trouble where I just felt like I held better without it, which is just all preference.
Yes, you
I see it. Yes.
Yep, you can see it down there. So what is the point of the SOS system?
So the SOS system. So basically, you have natural movement in your hand when you keep your hand here. It's going to naturally have a little quiver to it. The Accu system is to take that quiver out. Essentially, it kind of counters it, which is good. It helps you hold it really still. But what I found is I like a little natural jitter in my sight picture. But I don't like, because when I shot, I would come stop like this and kind of jerk out of the center and then pop out of the center. And I was not a fan of it. But I mean, I actually felt like I shot better in the wind with it, which was interesting. I felt like I recovered a lot faster.
Okay.
But I decided that I couldn't just keep it around to whenever it gets windy, throw it on, throw it off. I was like, it's not going to work well when I do that. So I just kind of sucked it up in the wind. But we did see, they came out with that in Vegas. We've seen a couple people shooting it. I think some of the issues, it's been outlawed in a couple of I think bow hunters aren't allowed to use it.
Yes.
There's been some debate on that. I've talked to someone, they're like, oh, no, you're allowed to use it. And other ones are like, no, you can't. So I think there's just some confusion there. But it's a very interesting system. I think it could have a great potential.
Yes, definitely. I've shot it a little bit on a recurve bow. I think with the recurve, you get a little bit too much just natural movement, or your movement just is a little too, not say a little too big on how you flow into the target for it to really benefit. I do know they have a recurve / Barebow version.
Yeah.
That's supposed to screw into, you can put it anywhere on the riser.
I saw one of the Barebows had it this morning, I believe. I saw.
Yes, they could. It would usually screw into the back of the riser, just underneath where your grip is.
With shorter cables on it, so it's
Yes.
just real tight and real close in.
Yes, I have not shot that particular version of it, but it's very interesting. Very interesting.
What I do like about the Accu, since the Accu is an offshoot of gas, and they came out with a new weight system. I've been shooting their weight system. I really like it a lot. It's similar to, it's basically unthreaded weights, you have a bolt goes through them, so they just slide on and slide off with a little like piece there that clips them in, and so you don't have to worry about them getting like vibration locked together. Nothing's more annoying than when you're trying to tinker with your weights and you can't get them apart because they've just literally welded together. Like I have a probably 30-ounce stack of weights right now that can't get apart. Like they're just somewhere. I don't know where they actually are right now, but I tried to heat cold. I would put them in a vise and just try to get like an Allen wrench in there, and I broke Allen wrench just trying to do it. I was like, this thing is it's never going apart.
Well, we have the third end is being scored right now. We'll start getting scores in on our end, and we will keep everyone up to date. If you want to take a look at live scoring, go to eyesonscore.com and click the live scores. Find the Texas Ringer, and you can see who signed up, what target they're on, what score they're at right now.
Yep, it was bad to check here, see what we're looking with.
So, Ryan, what is Eyes on Score? It's probably a very new system to a lot of people.
It is. So it's been about the last, I think, 5 years. Started developing. My father started developing in COVID because he saw that he wanted to bring. So a lot of the live scoring things we have now, they really only go towards like big tournaments, stuff like that. It's hard to get them if you're a little shop. So he wanted to develop a live scoring app that goes towards the small shops, the local tournaments. So you can have live scoring because nothing's more frustrating. Like when you go to these big events, it's so nice. You finish the shoot, you know when you win. And then now, but it's like you go to a lot of these and you go and then you like win these smaller shoots, you shoot it, you have to wait an hour for them to go through the scores to figure out who's in first, who's in second. And this allows it to be just instantly, you know where it's at. And so he's been developing over the last couple of years and it's been working really well. So we've been using it for this shoot. He started out testing it on our own shoots here and then basically started graduating it until now we have people over I think the nation using it. And we have some people in Canada too, I think. We've got a lot of people using it and it's been working really well. And they're just so excited. And they keep on adding stuff to it. I think their next step is they've been working on a bracketing system with it. And cool. I don't know if they've finished that yet or not. I know he was working on it. But yes, it is. So it is the new live scoring stuff, and it has its own page for signups too. So you don't have to use Source 80. You can just use everything in the app. And so it's very good. It has a very good update. There's some of them have troubles with sometimes where. And you'll see it. You'll be watching tournament and you'll be checking the scores, and an hour goes by and you're 5 ins behind. And you're like, what's going on? And this one does not have that issue. It will always update, and it's just how they put it into the system. So that's really nice too. So it has some nice features. Very nice.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good system.
And you can use it on your own phone too. So like it is. You don't have to like if you're a small shop or something, you can't afford buying 15 tablets for everybody to use. You can literally download the app on your phone and it logs you in. And then you can scan a QR code, and it will allow you to do everyone on their own phone. So you have a paper score and the online score or the tablet score.
Yeah, I remember Aggie Invite one year. I think I used my phone, or we used the phones to do our scoring, which is it's a good thing. It doesn't require people to have that hardware or anything. Which
also at some point could. We've thought about it for like a field, but the problem with field is you're not supposed to have phones on the course, so it gets a little more difficult when it's like someone use their phone. So it's like you don't really know yet, but it works well with tablet. It works just as well with tablets or anything too. I believe that is Connor right there.
It looks like his first arrow was looks like it is a 6. We're on a line there.
Yes, Connor. Yeah, he's a very good shooter. He's shooting the title right there.
If that is a 6, that could be his first drop point of the day. Well, we're here. Can you update?
Oh yeah. Let me update it here. I forgot to update it. All right, so let's get down to
Connor here.
Connor. He's dropped.
Oh, he dropped 2 last.
Sawyer dropped another one.
Yep, and he had 2.
Connor dropped 1.
Julia dropped 1.
Julia dropped. Oh, yeah. Julia dropped. Where's Julia? Yep, she's down here. Julia dropped 1.
We'll see another. That was a good 7 from Connor. His first arrow does look like he dropped a point on it though.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got for the bow hunters? Also, we have the trad shooters. Top score is a
74 down there.
Yeah,
I believe. Yes, from Mr. Starks is still out front.
Bow hunter, we've got the top score still with Craig Cato at 100.
Yep, about 10 points ahead of the next.
Julia right now is top on compound.
Yes, and these are scores just for this particular line.
Yes, just this particular line, not overall.
Yes, overall. We had a line shoot this morning, and we also had a line shoot last night.
Yes, we did. And then for Barebow adult, we have 75 right now. 79.
Jeremiah Jones.
And on Recurve, we have Abby with 87 for the top score.
Speaking of Abby, we have Abby on the camera right here. I know I spoke with her coach at the Target Outdoor Nationals. We were actually talking about the Texas Ringer and what they were planning on doing, if they were going to shoot if she was going to shoot micros or if she was going to shoot big arrows. Her coach had told me they were experimenting with micros and then also a arrow that would be somewhere between micros and big chefs. It sounded at the time that they were really liking that in-between arrow, but she is here with micro, so maybe if some additional testing, some additional scores. They just did not think that was you're going to probably catch more inside lines than you're going to gain on outside lines.
And here on the camera right now we have Jules, who seems a little upset about her last shot. But we're giving her a shout-out. We got told to make sure to give her a shout-out. She came from Louisiana out here to compete. Mm-hmm. Very good shooter. She's on the Spider X team, as you can see.
With the gold jersey.
With the gold jersey. So she's definitely had some achievements. Oh, there she goes. Goodbye. And she was shooting a mint title. I don't know about the mint title. I think it's a good-looking bow. I don't know if I would shoot the mint title, but they're good. I know a lot of people like the new green title. It's like a lime green, I would say.
Yeah. I remember a guy at the guy at A&M had it last year. Does he still shoot it this year?
He's still shooting it.
Okay.
Colton Converse. Gets a little shout out here. He shot it last year. He came actually second last year in the qualifications here. He decided not to shoot it this year. He wanted to get ready for 3D, to really focus on that for 3D Nationals. Mm-hmm. So that was what he was focusing on, which makes sense. I said he was lame for it, but it's all right. But he very good shooter, very top competitor. Mm-hmm. All right, we got the next line up. There we go. Let's see. There's a trad shooter. There's Vanu behind him.
So we can see a blinder on his hat.
Interesting, putting it on the front of the hat. No, this makes sense. The reason they have their hat backwards is the string angle on these are so aggressive that if they have a hat on frontwards, their string will hit their hat.
Yes.
And so they have two options: put it backwards or cut a crease in their hat. And it just doesn't look right if you cut a crease in your hat.
You can tilt your hat up a little bit. That tends to be what I do.
That's true for Recurve. You can get that tilt up. Maybe the trad. I guess it's about the same size bow, so it would probably work too. I've known some compounds who had to do that. I used to have to do that. I'd tilt my hat just a little bit, but then eventually my drawings got so long it would shrink down my angle enough, or I didn't have to. I just run my hat however I want.
So yeah, blinders. I know they're used for a couple different things, just to block out some of the extra things around you that could distract you. If you put it directly over your eye like that, he could be having some codominant issues with his eyes.
Yeah, that's why I use it, because I use a blinder. That's the same reason I use it. I have some codominant issue, and some people will be like, hey, why don't you just close your eye? And really it comes down to just preference, but I don't like closing my eye. It's another thing to do. It feels cool to have both eyes open also. But it makes it also, the main reason is when you have both eyes open, it allows you to have a little better focus, a little more intense focus on the center of that target. And so it allows you to have a little better, your focus better, you can see a little better. You see, when you close your eye, apparently you can't see depth very well, so it just helps with that. So that's why I'll keep both eyes open, but just use blinder.
So here on the camera, I believe this is Brian.
Yes.
I can't read your screen over there, so.
Turn it a little bit here.
Yeah.
See it now.
Trad shooter from the club in Austin or San Antonio, around that area. You're very recognizable from the green jerseys.
Yes.
With the orange.
We have
orange accents.
I see at least 4 from up here right now. I think there's more than that, and there was more. Oh, almost fell. More there earlier. And trads will have some cool stuff. I saw one trad shooter a year or two ago. He had his arm guard, and what he did, he put a pocket in it, put metal beads in it to weigh down his arm, so a little steadier. We got a Photech right there.
Yep.
It's a nice color. Looks a lot like the Hoyt blue, or not the Hoyt blue, the Matthews blue.
Yes, it looks like a lighter version of the Matthews teal, which is personally my favorite color that Matthews has out right
I do
now.
love that Matthews teal. I have 2. I have the Matthews teal and the Matthews red. I love that cherry red.
So speaking of the Matthews teal, we have a good version of it right here.
And you can see on her wrist too, right there. She has that weight. And what that is for. They came out with that about 6 months ago, 8 months. Oh, it was. I think I just remember. I think it was about a year ago, almost exactly now. And so it basically what it does is you strap to your wrist and adds a weight to it. And what they did when they tested it, they put it on people who had, was it Parkinson's, where you shake a lot, I think. and it would decrease the amount of shaking in their hand. That weight would help stabilize their hand. And so the theory is that even if you don't have Parkinson's, it helps take away some of that same kind of idea of the SOS system. It takes away some of that micro movement in your hand. It just helps with stability.
Yes, I noticed Rendon Brooks earlier this
Rendon
morning
Brooks also was
shooting
running
it. It seems to be very popular amongst the 3D shooters.
Yes, I tried it and I felt no difference. Felt exactly the same, and I was like, oh, okay. But also, she didn't have as much weight on it. She's like, I don't have as much weight. You may need more weight. I was like, that's valid.
Yeah.
But I was like, I just kind of wanted to see what it felt like.
No, I definitely see the advantage of it. Thinking back to earlier this year at the Vegas shoot, watching the shoot down,
Yes.
the final duel between Nico Girard and Bodie Turner. Right before Bodie won, it's like the end or two before, you could see Nico, his hand really starting to quake a little bit.
Yeah, those nerves, that heartbeat.
So maybe if he had the extra weight on his wrist, maybe he could have grabbed that, shot those inside outs, and maybe we could be talking about Vegas winner Nico Girard, who was crowned the world champion.
Yes, he was
earlier this month.
Congrats to him. He's been shooting very well.
And we wouldn't be talking about, two-time champion Bodie now?
Yeah, two-time champion Bodie, which is crazy. What a good shooter.
Which we've gotten a good Barebow crowd and trad crowd out here. And the recurve shooters, we need to start attracting some more recurve shooters, but getting some guys like Bodie out at this event would be fantastic.
It'd be great. We got Sawyer out here this time. This is, I think, the first time he's shooting this shoe.
I believe so. Yes.
Exciting for him.
And then a lot of the recurves, especially the ones up at Texas A&M, will be their first time shooting it.
A lot of them are shooting here today at 6. We got Trenton, which is a pretty usually casually well-known name. And then some other less known as Jack and Zach, Pierce.
So we have we have Trenton Cowles. He just came back from Gwangju at the World Championships. Him, Christian Stoddard, and Brady Ellison won silver in the team rounds. Went up against Korea. And congratulations to them. Also went to Gwangju. Catalina G. Noriega will be here. And then Jack Krengle, a part of the team that won gold against Korea in Winnipeg, the same tournament that Julia Cook went to. His roommate, Zachary Maricine. Zach has podiums, some USAT podiums, 4, I believe.
At Joad Nationals, I think 2 years ago, he took second, I believe.
Last year.
Oh, last year, yeah.
Last year was him versus Jack for gold.
Yes.
Very exciting. And Pierce McAdams, new guy on the block there at Texas A&M. Just came from the resident athlete program. Had been living out there for a couple years, and now he's
U21 USAT, right, or was it U18?
Yes, so he was on U18 USAT. He currently holds the national record for 60 meters.
Yes, there's some very successful archers.
At a 680 something. It's a mid or high 680. I don't remember the exact number though.
That's very good shooters.
And you can't forget about also coming from A&M on the recurve side, Sam Dornan. He's from Wyoming. He shot
last night.
Last night,
or at 5.
Yep, at 5. Or I think it was it 6 last night and 5 this afternoon? Either way.
Something like that. But he's a freshman,
Yep.
new freshman coming in who's been very successful so far. Looks like he's had, I think, a pretty good day.
Yep, coached by Jay Bars, former Olympian.
Yeah.
So he's got a good group. He's got a good team behind him,
Yes,
and it's very exciting to see with these freshmen and sophomores on the recurve side what they do in the next. This year and the next few years. So, yes, we have updated scores after.
John Stark still at 98 points in first place for this round. We got Bow Hunters. We've got Craig still coming in strong at a 129, 9 points ahead of his opponents.
He's got a good lead to get over Chase and Dennis.
Freestyle compound adults, we have Sawyer Sullivan in first right now with a 138.
Yep. Tied with
Julia dropped another one, and looks like...
Actually, they are completely tied.
They are.
Same amount of 7s, 6, and 6s. So with Connor a few points back at a 135, dropping 5 points.
Yeah, it's very slow shooting still. We have
Barebow.
We got
Jeremiah Jones.
Coming in at a 106.
106, but Matt Yaka was right on his tail.
4 points.
104.
That's not much at all, especially with 7 to play. I mean, if you hit a 4, they hit a 7 on that shot. There's a
Darren with Darren Morse at 99 right behind him.
Yes, all very close. And then we have the recurves. Yes, all of them very close. We've got
Yep.
Abby still in first at a 114, but there's within 4 points is Kaylin, and within 2 points of Kaylin is Madeline.
Yep. So exciting stuff. Some close fights right now.
Yes, very close. There's we got we got Jules again. A little. She is shooting the AccuWeights right there. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yes.
Well, she's shooting AccuWeight with a just standard ounce on the on the back bar. I can.
Yep.
So one of those ground. I do the same thing for my front bar because AccuWeight does not make a half ounce, and I needed a half ounce on the front. I wanted to try, and so one of the guys at A&M helped me out and just let me borrow his, which I've now actually just taken it and haven't given it to him back in like a year. Maybe 8 months. So, it might just be mine now. I may just buy it from him or just take it with me. Who knows? But yeah, so I need to, so that's the one thing. I do want AccuWeight. That's the one thing I want them to do is come out with a half ounce.
Fort Lauderdale Archers
Yes.
from, he's most likely from Florida. I know I saw some Florida shooters registered. I mean, we have shooters from all over the country.
Yes.
Primarily Texas, of course, as we are in Texas, but a lot of shooters, from Louisiana too.
Yes. Louisiana comes by.
I know Arizona's represented, California's represented, Wyoming,
Yes.
Iowa.
Florida's definitely represented.
Florida.
He's right there. We know Jack Kringle is from Florida.
Yes. Minnesota with Sawyer.
Yes.
So we have a lot of representation across the country here. Have we had an international shooter at the Texas Ringer yet?
Not that I know of, but that will be a very exciting day when that happens. I do not know of any. But
One day.
One day, hopefully.
Maybe we can convince Vanu to shoot under Singapore.
Yes, we'll have to shoot under Singapore, come out here and be our first international shooter. These are one of the trad bows I've talked about that I think they probably made themselves. You can see it's kind of an interesting design, very cool, very nice looking on the wood, very nice.
Yes, I've noticed this riser a few times when we're looking at it. It is very unique.
Yes, very cool though,
and a very solid target as well.
Yeah, very nice target.
Looks like a 2023. That would be.
That looks very good.
Yes.
All
And we see
right.
Matt Yaka there with the new Exceed 2 in metric slims. It's one of 2 new bows that Hoyt came out with this year. They also came out with the Formula SR. So Hoyt has 2 lines right now. They have the Exceed 2 series, which is their ILF limb fitting. It's just the way the limbs clip into the limb pockets. They also use the standard Oral Hoyt geometry, just like the Exceed and the GMX before that, while the Formula SR uses the, I believe they term it the high performance, or I believe they term it the high performance geometry.
Yeah.
Which is a lower grip. That's the main selling point, that the grip is lowered, just like the GMX3, the Formula XT, and now the Formula SR.
I believe they did that for the for Matt Hoyt when they did that for the compound. They did that on the Podium X, I believe. They lowered that. They lowered the burger hole on it. So basically, where your less screws in out, they lowered it down a little bit.
So Hoyt's very much testing things out. There was a very big change with Hoyt between the Stratus and the Concept X.
There was.
With their cam system, correct?
The cam system was very big change. So the Stratus, they started the cam change, and they had one cam that was the new cam, and the other one was they had a what do they call it now? I want to call it the Spiral. That's what I learned it was
the
when I first
SVX?
came.
Is it
I think
the SVX?
SVX cam. And so they had those two. And then they made a full switch when they came to the Concept X. They got rid of the SVX altogether, and they went to a new cam where it's the, I don't know what they call it, it's the HTX or something like that. And so they have 2 mods for it. They have a performance mod, which is called I believe it's called the spec mod, and then they have the non-performance mod, which is more like soft back wall, a little less hold weight. I don't know what that one's called though, but that's those main ones.
The spec mod has a lot of adjustability in it.
It does.
I noticed that.
I believe, I haven't really messed with them too much, but you have a very wide range. So Hoyt's used to be a lot of them where like you have your mod and you get 3 drawings out of it. You get like 30, 31 and a half, 30 and a half, and 31. That's it. That's your drawings. And if you don't have that, you get a new one. I mean, the spec mods now, you get more drawings adjustment out of them. They're easier to stock too, if it's just one bracket piece. And then you potentially can also adjust your hold weight too on those.
Yes, they have I believe it's the foot, and you can adjust your let off percentage.
Yeah, and you can also, I think, do hard wall versus soft wall, so the foot can be kind of go. So there are. It can hook up, or you can flip it upside down and it hooks down. And so either can hook further down on the strings, or your cables, you get more stability, or further up and you get a little less. If you maybe like a little spongier back wall.
We had Sawyer Sullivan kind of having a look of disgust towards the target. So,
Yeah.
I do
Is
not
that his
believe
target
That
right
is,
there?
that is not
I
his
don't think
target.
it's target. I was like,
Yes.
I
I said
think
those arrows look
next to
too
it.
big.
Yeah. And there's a 4 in there. I don't think that's Sawyer's right there. That's all right, though.
But,
It happens.
Either way, he had a bit of a look of disgust. Oh, maybe it's because of the that one shooter missing. Oh, but he also has a
He
6.
drops, looks like he has a 6 in there.
Ooh, he has a 6 in there, and someone strayed their arrow up into his target as well,
4.
which is not
So I
great.
think that means he's taking a 4. He didn't look at arrows. How do we know?
So, talking about the compound record, that is at a 414, correct?
Yes, we do have a 414 here. Sawyer's a big competitor to be able to beat that. Right now,
Julia looks like she's
Julia
also.
could beat it right now, too, also. We have 2 people who are very in the
Okay,
running right
folks,
now.
that's
I mean,
the
Connor's still mathematically in the running
finish
too.
of
Yeah,
six
Connor is, too.
exams.
We'll see what...
This is halftime.
this is half.
We are
So,
gonna switch
very much
targets.
so,
We're gonna go
if
top to
Julia
bottom,
and
bottom to top.
Julia and
Is that
Sawyer
5?
clean
Hold
this,
on.
they're
sorry.
on track
Why
to
do
beat
I-
it by 2 points.
Sorry, I apologize. My fault.
That was a mistake from the DOS. This is not half. That was the 5th end.
Oh,
yes.
Dios led me wrong. How dare
Yes. Yeah, their fault, right?
Apologize.
they? Their fault, not my fault. Blame them.
So, looking down at the range here, I think back to you said your story of you putting the arrow up towards there. I remember a time when I was shooting back in Georgia. There was a compound shooter. You're shooting inside. It was like an old building that Archery Learning Center would use for tournaments.
Yeah.
And he came up and he had a release malfunction and he shot the sprinkler head off of on the sprinkler system, and it just started gushing with water.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. You could tell the sprinklers had not been used in a long time because for like the first few seconds, it looked just like sand. That's how dirty it was. But when you mentioned that story, I thought back to that, and it was a crazy time. The fact that it happened, the release malfunction, but he exactly hit the sprinkler head
Just
on the ceiling.
That's
Yep.
amazing, actually. That's incredible. I've not seen anything like that because I've seen people hit walls. Every once in a while, they have these metal poles on the side. Or someone will hit one of those, and that's scary, actually. It's so loud. It will shake you to the bone, especially if you're at full draw. It'll scare you real bad.
I've seen someone hit a fire hydrant and the arrow ricochet back towards the line.
Oh, that's terrible. I've seen that happen. Not the fire hydrant part, but I've had a couple arrows through ricochet. I've been hit by a ricochet arrow before.
Really?
Yeah, it went straight through my leg, actually. No, it just bounced off my leg, but it still hurt a little bit. I bled a little bit. It just broke the skin just barely. It was like a Barebow, so it was like I think it was a beginner learning to shoot, so it was like a 20-pound Barebow. So I acted real dramatic just in case any suing. I'm just kidding. But no, it was. I think it was the knock that hit me too. It wasn't even the tip. Like it flipped down. It came.
Yeah, the knock is almost more. The knock's usually more dangerous than the tip at this point.
I know, right? Literally, I think I've actually hurt myself more often on the knock of the arrow than the tip because, like, you walk up to the target, not paying attention, wham, you smack your hand into it or your shoulder into it. It does not feel good.
Yeah, at Outdoor Nationals, I got a knock that was pulled into me, rammed into my, and I had to go rush to find a Band-Aid real quick because it was that caused me to bleed pretty bad.
Yeah, that's very painful. So
we got-
Sawyer's dropped another one.
Yep, he dropped another one. We saw it on the
And Julia
target there.
dropped 2. So Julia's still very much on track. So she dropped, what is that, 4?
Yep, Connor was clean that in though.
So Julia's a little off track for taking the record. 4 12 point. Oh, no. Yes, she is a little off track right now. She needs to clean up the second half. But hey, dropping 4 in your first half is nothing to scoff at. Oh no, what is it? 6? Oh, 4. Oh yeah. So still, if she does the same thing again, she's a 7 or a 4-12. That's very respectable score.
It looks like actually she has the same 7 count as Sawyer. So she actually
dropped a 5.
she shot a 5.
Yeah. So she's still shooting very good. It's very good shooting, Julia. How is?
We could
It's
take
Carson. I thought Carson Craig was shooting this.
Carson
guy.
Craig. She's shooting this afternoon. She
I
just
saw
got
her
here.
show up here.
She just got here early.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, I thought she was here.
Yep. And we're looking down at
Oh,
Barebow.
yeah. What's the me re-update?
Or Trad.
I don't think everything re-updated.
Yeah, that's updated.
Okay, so we have
start with
Trad. We have a new first place right now with Gene Cross at 121, and our previous was
John Starks.
John Starks.
Also 121, so they are tied.
So they're tied right now. But a lot of people have caught up. We have
Julie Jones only 2 points
yes,
behind.
and we have another 6 points behind John Slight. All right, and then for bow hunter, we have. Let's see here. We have
161.
161.
Craig.
Craig Cato is extended. Actually, he's lost a little bit of his lead to Chase. Chase Manor, just a little bit of it. He's still 8 points ahead, but he was 10 earlier, so that's catching up.
Yeah, I was say, speaking of, is that Chase Manor right there?
Oh, that might have been. Let me look.
Yeah.
Chase Manor.
Yes,
see.
yes,
that is.
Yes, that is Chase Manor. Good timing.
Yes, that was good timing.
Chase looks
We
like he has
already checked out
a
compound.
7 and a 5 in the target right now, looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then we have bow hunter, or not bow hunter, barebow adult with, what do we have here? We got first place, Matthew Yaka. Oh, Yaka is back in first.
Yeah,
131.
Yep, Yaka has...
he's actually tied with Jeremiah Jones.
Yeah.
Very good shooting.
Very tight up there at Barebow. And Recurve?
And Recurve, we got adult open, and that would be, same people.
Abby-
But
Abby-
Abby's still 143
Yep, she's
ahead.
growing her lead a little bit.
Caitlin, not Caitlin, Kaylin is 6 points behind. And yep. All right. Let's see how is it doing down there. Nice shot.
There we go. 2C.
All right, here. All right, here we go. We got one of the open compound. Oh no, it's bow hunter. It's bow hunter.
Yep, bow
man.
hunter. You can tell it's bow hunter from that front, from the front stabilizer.
I thought it was an illusion at first with how we were straight on. I thought it just looked short, but no, it was a bow hunter. But he is also, I believe, from. Well, I can't tell. I'm pretty sure that's a Saddle River jersey.
So target 9C. So we can see on our computer here who is 9C.
Yes. Got 3 star. Oh, no, it's up here. Bow hunter 9C.
Yeah.
It's Dennis Chen.
Dennis Chen.
He's
Currently at a 149.
Yes.
Out of the line right now.
How majestic does he look right
Yes.
now? With the Texas flag in the background.
Oh yeah.
He is shooting that is a Concept X, or not Concept,
that's
that's a Supra X with a Shibuya sight and a Ultra View scope. Oh, I also just realized that we have a Craig shooting also a Supra X, which is
yes,
I shot the Supra X for about a year. I very much enjoyed it. It's a very aggressive boat. That is when I talk about a heavy 60 pounds. That boat is it. Most people run their target bows around 19 to 21 pounds of hold weight. I had one of mine I had at like 23 or 24 pounds of hold weight. It was like right under 24. That was a stout bow to hold. That was heavy.
And now we have the AB detail coming up here. This is the last in before the switch. So everyone who is up here right now will be switched to bottom, and they will be up first next. They'll need to make sure that they do not shoot the wrong face. It's really easy for that group that's showing up, moving from top to bottom, to make that mistake because there are no arrows in any of those targets.
Yes, very much so.
We have Kalen Shanklin here with his shrewd shooter staff jersey. Kalen appears to be struggling a little bit today.
He does. He's just not his normal self. That's all right. It happens sometimes. Sometimes it's just a little tough on the day.
It's very interesting. He looks like he stared down and watched his hand come to his anchor and then flipped his eyes back up to the target.
I saw that. I thought that was weird. I wasn't sure if he
Yes.
was looking at his clicker or not.
He could have been looking at his clicker as well. But
But he was looking very far down.
Yes, there is something has definitely caught his attention.
Let's see if he does it
with his
again
shot.
here. Yeah, he's... can't tell.
we
His eyes are
can't
covered.
tell. But he had a 7 on that arrow.
Yeah.
He's got a 5, a 7. What does he have here?
Oh, I thought he shot.
Violent letdown, but a good
scared me.
but a good letdown.
I thought he shot that for a second. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. Makes me think he's looking at his clicker then.
Yeah. He must not be quite getting to having trouble with his shot going off or something.
Yeah.
From my vast experience with Recurve.
Yeah, he could be pulling a little bit too much. He could be trying to work a little bit too much on one side. I know I have that problem where I lose a little bit of rear shoulder expansion and I get too heavy on the front shoulder, and it's just a little difficult for me to get the shot off. So usually if that happens, I'll let it down if I'm holding for more than, I would say, 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. It looks like he's staring down at his hand.
It does. It really does. I'm
That's interesting. I'll be curious.
That looks like a good shot.
It works for him.
Hey, it's
He shot
working.
a 7.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him later about what he was doing with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
6A.
6A. Who is on 6A?
He's an open shooter.
Yeah, open.
That is Jason Wildon. Right now he has a 146.
Jason Whitten. Yep.
Whitten, yep.
46. Looks like he has, 3 sevens and a 6, I believe.
That
on
might be
target?
4 7. That might
Maybe 4 sevens?
Maybe 4. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yep,
4
4
sevens.
sevens.
Can he shoot? I believe this will probably be his first 35 of the round, if I had to guess.
Can he get himself a 35?
See, right now he's
Four
shooting
Four
a
fletchings, I see.
4 fletched. That looks like maybe a victory. I can't actually tell.
Oh, just put it high.
Oh, just high. Might be a 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a 5.
He's shooting the title with the, I believe that is a stand in his hand right there. The stand Onyx.
So I've seen some compound shooters with 4 fletching arrows. Do you know what's the advantage? Why? Have you ever tried that?
There's been a big debate. I have, and I tried to do it when I was trying to paper tune once, and it just slowed my arrow down and didn't change my paper tune, so I just went back to 3. It really comes down to preference. I don't think it changes anything. I think it's just preference, and like some people feel like it shoots better. More stability. What it really comes down to is stable. It's a more stable arrow. You have more drag on the back, more veins to stabilize your arrow. But I don't think your arrow really needs that much more stability. I think it just really comes down to it. Your arrow just gets slowed down. But some people swear by it, and if it works for you, it works great. Vaney was ducking for that arrow.
Well, he dropped one on the ground. He looked very surprised at that
Okay,
shot.
now
He put
that
that one
is the
low 4.
End of the 6.
Interesting.
Very much outside of his usual group.
We can go
Yeah.
ahead and move. the
And
target.
yes, we will see
Bottom
people
to top,
starting to
top to
switch their
bottom.
targets. You are not required to grab a new target face for the switch. You can
No.
if you want, though.
Yes, you are if you want to.
If you feel you need change.
And this
talk
will
to
be
me.
half.
Halfway done for the 1 p.m.
When
line.
the last archer crosses the line.
And
coming
yeah,
back,
we're moving at a
we
good
are gonna
pace.
take a
It's
10-minute break.
not even 2:30 yet. So
No, yeah, we are. I mean, yeah, they start at 1, so they'll probably be done by 3:30, if I had to guess.
just wants to talk.
It's funny. Yeah.
I don't know if Stefan's listening to this, but I can't pick up the phone right now.
Sorry, what? Yeah. Yeah, Stefan Schaven. Yeah, so I think we're
Yeah,
going to
we'll
take
be-
a break right now.
Yep.
So we'll take a 10-minute break. We'll be back and see you all in a minute.
Yeah, for the second half.
Laughed at the mall 'cause your mama forgot. I know it hurts. Rolling by the cool kids on the first day of school. I know it hurts so bad. dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Slim, man. Yeah. I'm at a rare tip. Tell them all just stand down to the cup goal and the stands clear. I've been out running, top gunning competition, they know who the man here. I can never fail, I can never fall, counted up without a cashier. And last year was real 25, I'm a fast on their heels. Built the last, never last up the gear, hit the gas, I'm a mash till a meal. I can't be lacking till it's sealed, cause they too extravagant to chill. I ain't missing no games, road game, watch me bring it home. I lost a couple out here, it's a cold game, but I bounced back from it strong. We had it locked in before they known. It ain't no top 10, I'm the throne. This how you elevated without selling out. I kept it true to me, ain't never tested clock. Now they like, who is he? Who am I? Never tired of running through a knot. Breaking pressure if you knew or not, cause I can never settle for another spot. Up the level, I'ma make it hot, but I never sweat them. No, they wanna see a king down to his knees. Please, I never let them. This is destiny and I rise every time. All of the odds I defy. They say the eyes never lie. Well, look in the mind, see the prize. Ball hard, no lesser. This dry mind, no Tesla. This whip glide like Dressler. Full court, I bring pressure. I bring pressure. I bring pressure. I bring pressure. I bring. Who you know that did it this big, I ain't show it like the rich did. Eating bread like the rich kids, sending headshots and getting gigs. I've been on the run for some months, you know I ain't stopping, they can see it. Vicious with the pen in they mid, could probably kill them all off the lid. This how the pastor act, you get no pass for that. Records my name in the books, you chasing the goal, probably give you a panic attack. Don't need no hand, I don't handling that. Look like they brought Mr. Innocent back. Yeah, I'm the one send them scrambling back. Don't got a thumbnail, I'm still on attack. Don't let them win in my head and repeat so my focus the camera can snap. We won't go back to no ramen, boy, I got it, yeah, I need platters and napkins and laps. I got that dope, you gon' have to relapse. Who want this smoke, I put packs in the air. Rock out a show, had their hands in the air with my folks in the cut, it's a family affair. I understand why they doubted this line of profession. Don't have too many succeed, but I'm gon' come back with a diamond, you bring that pressure to me.
Your mama forgot, I know it hurts. Rolling by the cool kids on the first day of school, I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. We don't care if you're low, we will never let you go. Can't take anymore, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. As long as you want. Laughed at when your girlfriend pulled down your pants, I know it hurts. Kicked out on the first day of your new job, I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. We don't care if you're low, we will never let you go. Can't take anymore, I'm under control. dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost.
Hello. We are back.
We are back and ready.
All right, and this will be their first round of score right here. Or not first round of the second half. First round of the second half scoring.
So everyone who's on the bottom has now switched to the top, and vice versa. So these shooters up right now need to make sure they do not shoot the wrong spot. We didn't have any issues with anyone earlier today with
No,
it,
which is very unusual to never have anyone not shoot the wrong spot. I remember in Vegas one year we had like someone 3 rounds later shooting the wrong spot.
Yeah, usually it's actually at Vegas. It's usually not the first end. It's the
Sorry,
second
someone was
end.
poking my leg with an arrow from downstairs. I was like, "What the heck's touching me?"
Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, let's bring up the scores from the half.
All right. Let's see here. So after an update, let's see here. Okay, we have in first place right now is Gene Cross at 146, and our previous champ was John. Sorry, guys.
John Starks.
At 145. And then for our bow hunter, we have first place. It is Craig Cato still at 191 with he's increased his lead a little bit on second place. Chase, and he's at 182. Freestyle compound, Sawyer Sullivan at 207, and Julia Cook at a 206, and Connor at a 205. And then we have
All three of those shooters are still eligible to beat the record.
Yes, they are.
mathematically. Sawyer is on track to tie it right now.
we see if he can clutch up here. And then we have Barebow. Top score is Matt Yaka again.
Matt Yaka tied with Jeremiah Jones.
Just
And
bouncing back and forth.
Nicholas Way, I believe, is in third now.
Yes. And then we have Abby Kipps at still in first. Well, I got the hiccups.
Only 3 points behind Kaylin Shanklin. Or Kaylin Shanklin's only 3 points behind her.
Yes. All right.
So going back to Barebow, he was on the screen a little bit earlier. Nicholas Way, part of the group of Barebows who had made their way out here. Very good group of Barebows.
This is Nicholas Way right here.
Yes,
Got
we'll
his player card right there.
yes.
Back now. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Way. Him, Matt Yaka, a couple of guys shooting later. Zach Bissinger. I actually don't know how to say his last name.
I don't know either.
And Robbie Weisinger as well. They all have Singer in their name, I guess. But it's really good to see this good group of Barebows. These are guys you see at Vegas in championship. These are guys you see at Lancaster. These are guys you see on the stage, making their way out to the Texas Ringer.
That is Benuga right there. We're gonna play with some of these.
Yeah, we have a lot of player cards.
So this is Venu. He is Texas A&M Club, 8 years of shooting, 25 collegiate All-American, and 25 World University Games team member.
Yes.
Both of us are actually also World University Games team members.
Yep, that was a very fun trip.
Hobbies are working out.
He likes to work out.
He does like his working out. Also eating after his workout. He was my room. Oh, wrong transition. I am his roommate at school, and I've never seen someone put down as much food as he has. For a while, he wouldn't eat leftovers, so he would eat everything. And I was like, oh, my word.
He's crazy, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
So we have target 4C. I'm trying to see her name on her shirt, but it's kind of creased a little bit. Traditional 4C.
Sherry Kessler.
Sherry. She's got a hammer on her shirt. Yeah, we're going to show off way more of these player cards. This is a very cool thing that the Texas Ringer does.
If I can find. Not everybody has one. So.
Yes. So.
So are they off the goal?
Oh, they're.
Oh, she.
Sherry, yeah, here we go.
Oh, me. Go with that one.
There you go. There's Sherry.
Yep.
From Trad Tour, that club that we mentioned in San Antonio. She is from Minnesota, though, so I wonder how she got in contact with Trad Tour. She shooted for 6 years. and finished second at the U.S. Indoor Nationals this past year.
That's very nice. Very
Yeah.
congratulations.
So I've seen on the DOS stand Raising an Archer. What is Raising an Archer?
So Raising the Archer is a podcast that Scott Booth runs with Wendy Cook. And so it's a podcast basically for people who are just getting into archery, like with their parents who get into archery and they want to get their kids into it. And so it goes through, they have kind of reviews of what to expect at tournaments like Joy Nationals and USATs at your first time, what to bring, what to do, what equipment do you get your kids, what coaching do you need to get them, how do you get them plugged into clubs, stuff like that. So it's very helpful stuff. Very much encourage if you're trying to get into archery to go and check them out. I don't think they've posted anything in too recently, but they've got a lot of great information out there, and they're very high quality podcasts.
Yeah, so
I think they're about 20 to 40 minutes per one, so they're not too long either. They're very so they're not like, let me drink, we'll sit down and listen to a 3-hour podcast. But nope, it's just 20 to 40 minutes.
yeah, so if you know anybody who wants to get into archery, then absolutely direct them to listen to Raising an Archer. It's a good resource, especially for parents. To parents especially who aren't who need exposure to the archer world. They're coming in, they had nothing. So I can imagine my parents would have probably loved something like that when I started shooting, as no one in my family had ever shot before I did.
Same for mine. I was the first person shooting in my family too. So on the screen now, we had Connor Corin. See if I can find his player card here.
There it is. Yep.
I'm just going to pull up that player card. There it is right there. He is Team Spider X. He is 9 years of shooting, which is crazy because he looks like he's 15. So that's crazy. Second place in the Vegas U15 USA shoot.
USAT team.
USAT team. Well, I
Yes.
just mixed up a couple numbers there. A couple things there. But U15 USAT, which is very impressive.
That is a new thing from USA Archery
Yes.
to have a U15 USAT team. That is new.
And hobbies are archery and fishing. I would say fishing, considering archery is what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I didn't want to put archery as a hobby because
Right.
everyone I would say pretty much everyone here, their hobby is archery.
I would say most of us our hobbies are archery.
But and just like that, the first end after the switch has finished.
Yes, very good shooting. We'll see. We'll update it once they start. We'll give some notes on see how we were doing. I should have brought my binoculars and been looking down here so I could kind of like.
But yeah, because the Barebow side was again very close. Compound remains close as well. 207, 206, 205.
Yes.
Recurve. Caitlin Shanklin had come within 3 points of Abby Kipps.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, she had, and then I feel like the other ones were pretty solid. We had Bo Hunter was a very solid lead.
Yeah, Bo Hunter has a solid lead, but everything else
Yaka's
is close.
Yaka and Jeremiah are very close.
They're tied.
58.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good shooting today. Very good close shoot-offs.
Yep.
Close shooting.
No, definitely. And there's more shooting to come.
Yes, there is.
5 more ends, and then another line this evening.
Yes,
where
there
we
is,
will
yeah.
see some more of the Texas A&M guys, more of the Barebow crew.
Yes, more of the Barebow crew.
I call them the Barebow crew, even though they're from all over the country. Like, these guys know each other very well.
Oh, they're all connected. It's kind of
yes,
crazy.
especially. Like, I do know Robbie Weisinger and Zach Bissinger. Again, I will talk to him to make sure I know the pronunciation of his name.
Yeah.
I do know they're very good friends. Train together, or at least train together somewhat frequently. Robbie used to shoot with Robbie used to be a recurve shooter.
Really?
Yes, he used to shoot with a guy who I was competitors with back when I shot U21 and a little bit into senior. A shooter named Seth McWhorter.
Interesting, yeah. Recurve shooters seem to be very good Barebow shooters, especially when it comes to outdoors.
Yes. And I don't know if Zach has a similar background to Robbie, but I do know Robbie had his recurve background and transitioned over to Barebow and has been very, very, very strong since.
Yes. All right, so we have an update here, assuming everyone updated, which I might have been just a little touch early. We've got Gene Cross in first at 172, and John Starks is falling behind with 168.
Yeah, has slipped to
Bo Hunter.
third.
We've got Craig Catto, again, in 224.
With a 11-point lead against Chase Manor, so his lead is remaining pretty strong.
Compound, Sawyer Sullivan with a 242, so I think he shot another 35, I believe.
He did.
Yep. And then Julia also shot a 35 at 141.
Yep.
And then I think
Connor
dropped
Connor,
one,
you know,
two, three.
Yeah, he dropped 3, I believe.
Yeah. It's all right, though. Still shooting, still good scores.
But Connor is no longer in the running to pick up that elusive compound record.
Yes, it has been very elusive for the last couple of years. And then we got Barebow adults. We've got Jeremiah Jones in first with the 183, and Yaka is just falling behind with the 182.
It is still very close, and Nick Way very close behind as well.
Yes,
179.
Nick Way was very just rough.
Venu has climbed his way into 4th.
Venu has 166.
He is a little bit off of Nick, so he's got to make.
Yeah, he's got to make up like 16 points. Shout out to Jesse Z.
Watching all the way from Alaska.
Dang, okay.
Yeah. Jesse's Connor's cousin.
Nice,
Well,
yeah. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, hope you're enjoying the show, Jesse.
Yeah, so glad you're here watching with us. This is amazing.
Away from Alaska.
That's got to be one of the farthest ones we got watching right now. All right, we got them coming up to the next round. All right, what do we have here? We got, who's up? We got it. All right.
Yes. We got Sawyer Sullivan.
Running up a little
where
bit.
with his, I don't know if they're custom, but he has those Nike Dunks.
He does.
The black, white, and yellow with the yellow swoosh. I don't know if they're custom or not.
I don't know, but they match the Matthews jersey very well.
Yes, they do.
Isn't he like he did get them custom, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Sawyer newly shooting ramrods. That's a very new development. Switching over to their beast rods.
He shot Smackdowns, and he went to Easton's, and then he has now gone to Ramrods.
I wasn't sure if he had a stint shooting Excel stabilizers or not as well.
I think he did for like a couple of days.
Yeah.
He had a brief little go. Oh, we have a little we'll do a little thing here.
Yep.
This is Sawyer. That photo is actually from when he won. I believe it was Korea World Championship.
Yes, the triple gold performance at the wasn't the World Championships. It was just a World Cup.
Yes, World Cup.
Last year.
3-time gold medalist there too. He took individuals, mixed teams, and singles individuals, which is I think was one of the first times that's been done actually.
Yep, and he was the World Archery Breakthrough Archer of the Year.
And his hobbies are hunting and fishing. Aren't all of us? But not the fishing part, hunting part for sure. But yes.
We have Charlie here, barebow shooter shooting Hoyt Axia limbs. I believe she also has a Formula XD. No, maybe not an XD. We'll have to wait for her to shoot to see what her riser is.
Here is Carly's player card here.
Yeah. Charlie Long from Benton, Louisiana, from Hoot and Holler. Yes, she is shooting a Formula XD in that Stardust purple color. That's the same color that my GMX3 is. A very nice color.
It's very nice.
Wish Hoyt kept it around for a little longer, but unfortunately the new stuff is not available in that color.
Yeah. She's been shooting for 2 years, it looks like. She started out in NAS 3D, or she is the NAS 3D National Championship. Very impressive. 25 Louisiana Shooter of the Year. And her hobbies are National Barebow bronze medalist. Very good. Congratulations. And hobby is fishing. Seems like there's a very common trend around here.
A lot of fishing, a lot of hunting.
A lot of it. No problem with that, though. I enjoy hunting. We got one. We got one of our judges right there.
Texting on his phone.
How dare he? Not paying attention.
Exactly.
I would never. There we got Venu. We got Carson Craig behind him. She is shooting later today, I believe.
I wonder who she's spotting. Maybe it's Venu. Who knows?
I believe. No, I think it's. I don't know who she's spotting. Maybe it is Venu. She's kind of behind Kaylin, though.
Yeah, but I don't think she would be spotting.
I don't think she
Venu
would
was not happy with that shot.
Ooh.
Looks like he shot a 4 on that one.
That's
yeah.
all right, though.
Yeah, most likely a 4. So looks
Happens
like
the best of us. Not me. I mean, I've never shot a 4, but like.
Looks like a 19 or a 20 from Vanu on that end.
Yeah, that's all right, though. It happens the best of us.
And we have top target coming up to the line here.
Yes. All right.
With Abby and Julia front and center.
Let's see here. Do we have a... Yes, here we go. Here is Abby.
From Buckeye, Arizona.
Team Pineapple. Interesting name.
Yep,
Very fun.
Team Pineapple. That is Mel Nichols. That is
Oh,
his
yes.
club. Mel Nichols.
Nels Nichols is
no-
here right now.
Yes, he is here right now with Abby. Very well-known coach, especially for being Brady's coach,
Yes,
Brady
yes.
Ellison's coach.
Yes, she is 7 years of shooting, 2025 Lancaster Archery Classic champion, USAT team member, 2024 second Vegas Youth Recurve Championship. Hobbies are archery, crochet, reading, and fishing. Hey, there's fishing again. A lot of fishers here. But a new one there, crocheting.
Very cool. So again, exciting to see people making their way out from states like Arizona to the
Yes.
Texas Ringer, and we're hoping to get more of that in the future. We're gonna have to get a bigger venue soon if we're gonna keep having all these out-of-staters come.
I think so too. We may have to move up to a little convention center or something. Or maybe I know we used to when we used to hold the host the I think it was the state shoot here. We held it at an ice rink for like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, the Georgia State event was held at a roller hockey rink a couple of
Yeah.
times, which fiberglass walls, if you have a miss and hit that fiberglass wall, it is a very violent sound.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Very loud.
We have Connor here,
Yep.
currently third in open right now.
Looks like he's got right now. He's on track for that fifth 3-4-35.
Can we tell whose signature is on his hat there? You see his Matthews hat? He's got a signature up there.
Oh,
Wonder who-
Dan McCarthy.
Dan McCarthy.
I can't believe I got that right. Oh my word! I saw the D and an M, and that's like the only. And it's short first name, longer last name. I was like, that's Dan McCarthy. Oh, not happy. I think he still got it though.
Yes, he
Yeah,
got
he's
that, but he
still in
was
there.
not happy with that shot.
Up there is Jules. Let's get her player card out here.
It looks like a lot of the Spider X compound shooters are shooting hinges instead of thumbs.
Interesting. That makes sense actually. I shoot. I think I probably pushed a lot to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Say interesting, like it wasn't my fault. I shoot a hinge. I've always really pushed for a hinge. My dad was one of the coaches for a long time, and so he also pushes for a hinge. Here's Jules coming up here, and so I've always been kind of a very big advocate. So a lot of the kids will kind of follow in my steps sometimes when I'm like, hey, I recommend this. But we have Jules here. She's Team Spider X. 6 years of shooting. First field Southern sectionals, and that third at ASA
At the one in Minden.
That's very impressive. Fifth in field 4-H state, and hobbies are reading. School is not a hobby. And antagonizing Landry, which is her sister. That's hilarious. School is a new one. I thought school was a forced thing. I didn't ever consider school a hobby. I was like, crap, I got to go to school. Got a little better when I got to college. But yeah, so right now they're walking down now, and so we are going to see how they shoot. So let's get over here and get that scorecard.
Get the scores ready for when they come in.
Yeah.
So it still looks like we haven't had any issues with people shooting the wrong face, which is
very impressive.
Yeah, good to see. Good to see.
I believe that happened in Vegas this year too. I feel like when we shot, I don't think anyone shot the wrong target.
At least on the championship area.
Yeah.
On
I
the
bet there
lines
was
that we
like
shot.
that.
But
Yeah.
Usually you'll see mistakes like that. You will see it in championship sometime.
Oh yeah, it happens. Like, there's been stories of pros when they shoot the wrong target 3 times and they're gone, and you're like, well.
Yep. And but it is way more common over on the flight side.
An amateur.
Yeah. Will you be going to Vegas, Ryan?
I will be going to Vegas. I'll be shooting championship in Vegas. Last year, I was this close to making a shoot off. I shot at 899.
Ooh, that's a very impressive score.
Yes, I was very close, but still a very good shoot. That was the best I've done there so far, so I was very excited with how I did. You going to Vegas?
I'm planning on it.
Good.
Yes, I am planning on it right now. With Arizona Cup and the outdoor season starting a little later, and even having a later start to Vegas as well, I was making the decision, and I do believe it'll be something I want to do. I like to go to Vegas because also I just know a lot of people who end up going to it, and it's always good to go and shoot with your friends, see your friends, and Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
For sure.
But the second year at the new venue, which I saw they're actually planning on doing some shooting at Planet Hollywood, more than just the finals. I don't know if that's supposed to start this year or next year, though.
I do not know. I've heard, some changes to the finals.
Well, they were going to shoot some actual qualifying arrows at Planet Hollywood.
Oh yeah, yes. That will be interesting. I've heard that their venue this year was very nice. It was a little small on the finals platform. They couldn't quite fit everybody, so they had to run 2 lines. And so that will be interesting how they handle that with the increase of people shooting 900s every year. But I don't know. It will be very interesting to see here what happens with that. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so here's. Oh, that's right. Sorry, one of the devices is about to die up here, so I need to text to get a charger for it.
But yeah, so this was our 8th end, I believe, that we've just shot. Is this the 8th end, I believe?
Yeah.
Yes. And only a few more to go before.
All right, let's see here. We're gonna update the scores here and see what we're working with. All right. First place is John Slide now in a trad adult. We have a new contender at a 199. Gene Cross was the previous at 197, and he's now in second. And third is John Stark at 195. So they are all very close. Bow Hunter adult, we have Craig Cato in first again, 253 at a 10 point lead.
10 point. Lost a point there to chase that in, though.
Did. Freestyle compounds, we have Sawyer at a 277. I believe he still hasn't dropped a point since.
He's only dropped 3 points.
Yep.
Julia has.
It's at 270, so she's dropped a couple more than.
Yes.
She's dropped
6.
Six now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's still a very good score. She's still, if she cleans out the rest, she will stay ahead. We'll see what she can do here.
And Connor being 2 points behind at 272.
72, still very good shooting.
Barebow, we have Jeremiah Jones leading the way with a good lead now over Matt Yaka.
Yeah,
about
6 point lead over Matt Yaka.
Matt and Nick Way are tied at 206. And Lee Wilkins overtaking Vanu.
Yep.
For 4th.
Oh, yes. So now, Vanu is now back in 5th place. And then we have Recurve. We've got
Kaylin
just took the lead by 1 point.
Yep, has taken over the lead from Abby Kipps by 1 point.
It's very close.
230 to 229.
And there's Matt Yaka on the
Speaking
screen
of Matt
right
Yaka,
there.
yep. What's your opinion of a white riser with white limbs?
It's a very, it's an interesting combo. There's Matt Yaka there. I don't know if it's my favorite combination, but it is it's not bad. I've been more partial to like a dark color riser with white limbs. I always like having a different color. I wouldn't run a white Winlight bow. I feel like it's just a little much on the white. I think like, you got to run like the Oreo method, like, black on the limbs, white in the middle, or vice versa, reverse Oreo it.
Yeah, having a lot of white on the bow is not my favorite look. I do like a white riser, but unfortunately, the white limbs this year are very, unfortunately, depending on your opinion, very white this year.
Yeah, whether you agree with us or not.
Yep. Mr. Yaka's got a really solid
That is a
down
nice
there. Looks
round
like,
down there.
would that be a 30? It looks like.
It does. Maybe 31.
Maybe 31. Kaylin Shanklin at full draw.
Yep.
A little bit of a shot he probably wasn't the biggest fan of.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a.
He's got a couple of low.
He's all 5s right now.
Yes, he is. He's got that close one on the lower right spot. No, he's good. He's got all 5s right now. So we'll see what Kaylin can do for his last arrow if he can find the 7. Is he contemplating his shot real quick?
No doubt running his mental process, rehearsing.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, he's very much. Oh, yeah, he's looking like way down. Got a lot of eye movement. That's interesting. I never noticed that.
There you go.
So 31.
Yep,
That's not bad.
Actually, that would be a 20. That'd be a 26 because he has a bunch of 5s. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking 30 was based on the all 5. So, yeah, 26. So, not probably his favorite. He's probably looking to stay in the 30s, but
Yep, he's probably looking to be a bit more on that around that 30 mark right now. But
it's okay. Got to recover from those.
yes. We can see in the background, actually, we have a pretty solid spectator seating area. A
Yes, we
lot
do.
of a lot of events, you tend to have issues with rows of chairs and not being able to see and things like that. But as you can see, we have a whole bunch of steps. Usually, you're not going to get blocked by somebody else sitting in front of you if you're trying to use binoculars or a scope to watch your archer shoot.
So we have Billy there in the middle. Let me pull up his player card. Assuming he has one. Let me see if I can find it.
Yes.
Oh, yes, here we go. Here is Billy.
Free agent,
Free
for
agent.
any club looking.
He's available. 5 years of shooting. I remember I met Billy when he first started shooting, actually. I think it was at Saddle River Range.
He's got a very positive outlook on his archery.
Yeah, 5 years shooting, failing to win.
Working on being a bad archer.
Yeah, we're having a bad archer. I like Billy. Billy's a good guy. That's funny. It's a good one.
Wearing a Texas A&M hat and a Texas archery shirt.
I like that. His son goes to Texas A&M, actually.
He's got a really nice looking 7 in the target right now.
Oh, that is very nice looking. Helps for that, make up that miss.
Yes, it does. It does help with the. It does help making up for the miss. But we will see if you can follow it in. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
all right.
a 5 or a 6.
Nice. And then we have that Trader. Oh, he just stepped off the line. Never mind. I guess we don't get to see his player card. All right. And then we have, there we go.
Troy.
That is Marcus, I believe.
Is that Troy? It says Troy on the shirt.
Oh. Troy, my bad. Whoops. I thought, Marcus is the kid on is the guy on the far left. Troy.
There's Troy Lanning.
Let's see if we can find his player card before.
Perfect.
There we go. Here's Troy. He's on the Trad
Troy
Tour
Lansing.
Club. 14 years of shooting. Very impressive. Third place at Trad Recurve 2025 USA Archery and Indoor Nationals. And then hobbies are swing dancing. Oh, I said swimming dancing. I was like, what? Swing dancing, archery, and hunting. I've done a little swing dancing. It is very entertaining.
That's a new one. Swing dancing.
Swing
We have
dancing.
swing dancing, croquet, school.
Yeah, croquet school. No, it was crochet.
Crochet, not croquet. Crochet.
I think so far my favorite's been swing dancing. No. There you go. We got Connor. Ooh, that looks like a pretty good shot by Connor. And then we've got archery. What does this shirt say? Hey, do you do archery? I guess.
Yeah. It's the shirts people get, hey, do you do archery? And they can't seem to hit either box.
That's funny. That looks like a nice target by Jules
Jules
there.
getting plenty of shout outs.
Looks like 1, 2, 3,
ooh.
maybe 3, 7.
See, that's one of the things about if you shoot big arrows, like those are gonna be some shots.
Micros, that would have been at least a 35.
Yeah, probably been a 35, maybe 34.
Or I'm sorry, or at least
yeah.
a 34, maybe a
Yeah.
35. Another nice round from Craig right there.
But again, he may have clipped the 6 on that bottom bottom right one.
I think Craig shooting 26 is also, which is not the easiest.
Is there a maximum arrow diameter for the Texas
There
Rigger?
is not.
Ooh.
We thought about at one point taking away micros just to make it a little more interesting where people didn't have to go to it, but then we realized we're like, nah, it's part of the game. It's going to shoot micros for it. And you just keeping it at the beginning of the season makes it easy. So like, where you don't have to, people usually at this point haven't switched to an actual tournament yet, so if they really want to, they can just run micros until this tournament.
Yep, and also that would have to be a compound division only thing, as majority of the Recurve division.
Yeah, you couldn't tell the Recurves to shoot big arrows. So yeah, it'd be like a compound, but we ended up deciding like no, because we had some issues with it, and then but we were like no, like it actually works better. So it's like if you don't want to shoot micros, don't shoot micros. If you do, I know I didn't shoot micros for the first couple years, and then I decided to switch over to micros. But yeah, so. Yeah, so it is it's definitely a strategy. It's a risk to take.
Mm-hmm.
Can
definitely.
be risky.
Yes, definitely. And as the scores are coming in, we will keep everyone up to date on what the 4 divisions are looking like right now.
Yes.
We mentioned 4 divisions because men and women are combined at the
Yes,
Texas
they
Ringer.
are. They are all combined right now. There has been some talk of them separating. We've gotten big enough where we are having enough to separate women. But I've also talked to some of the women about that, and they said they don't want to because there's more money in it when you have them combined.
Yep.
And so I think valid concerns, valid thing. It is more difficult when you have the women in. There are some very top-tier women in their divisions that definitely high competitors.
No, especially indoor archery, because indoor archery, you don't really see too big of a division
Yeah,
between the men's and women's
outdoors you
side.
kind of have to. So there's that big strength effect where the women usually are pulling 50 to 55 pounds. You got all the men pulling 59, 60 pounds. And so you get a speed issue there, mass weight on the bow strength, in the wind. Indoors is not a big of an issue.
And you especially see this on the recurve side as well. A lot of the men will be pulling easily into the 40s, even upper 40s. There are some recurve shooters who shoot low 50s. That's becoming a bit more of a popular thing, at least on the world circuit, is moving into shooting low 50 pounds, like 51, 52.
Yep.
While on the women's side, they tend to hang around 40 pounds. Usually you don't see them get much heavier than 42, 43.
Yeah, and that's still a lot of weight. It's still strong. All right, let's get a little update here on the scores, see what we're working with. All right, we've got... John Stark's back in first.
Yep.
That's crazy. He went from third to first.
Exactly. That shows how close Trad is right now.
219. Jen Cross is at 218, and I don't actually remember who was in third. Oh, it was John Slight at
218. Yeah,
tied.
very, very close up there at the top of Trad.
Bow Hunter adult Craig, still in first, and he's creating 12-point lead.
Yep. Pulled out 2 points.
Freestyle combat.
Oh, Sawyer, that's a couple. That's 2 more drop points.
Is that really?
Yeah. So that's 310.
And then another 2 points dropped by Julia Cook. Then at that point, she's 308. So that I wish I could see
the N by N.
Yeah, N by N. I could actually probably pull it up on my phone and see the N by N.
Yeah. So Sawyer needs to keep it clean if he would like the compound record.
Yeah, and if he drops 2 more, much more, he will take second. We have another competitor there who's at a 213 or 413, and then Connor McKinney at 306. And then we have Barebow Archer, that we have Vanu still in 5th. Nicholas Way has taken 2nd. And Jeremiah Jones is in 1st at 238. And then Yaka is in 3rd at 232. Yep. And then for adult recurs, we have Kaylin. Oh, I don't think it's updated.
Yeah, the Abby score has not updated yet.
Let's see here. Let me hit it again.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, Abby has taken the
lead back.
Yep, by 3 points from Kaylin, 259 to 256. With Madeline, 244.
All right, let's see. Let's see what we're doing. We're working with here. So right now for open, let's look at where we're. So we have Sawyer at 310. He has dropped. Yes, he dropped 2 6s. He's dropped 1, 2, 3, 5 points. Yep. If he cleans out the next 3 ends, he will break the record. We have Julie Cook behind. We have. Wait. 1 second. Oh, never mind. I see what's going on. Okay. Julia Cook at 3-0. She's dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. So she's at that's still a very respectable score. And then we have Connor, who's dropped. Let me go grab a. I will be right back. We gotta go grab a charger for one of our devices here.
Yes. So we have Trad and Barebow. Looks like a very nice target there. That is target 8C. Let's see who is on 8C. Come on. C. Oh wait, no, that's not 8C now. 8A. Yeah, getting mixed up now with the switch here. Julie Jones. Yeah, her target's very nice, and she is currently in 4th at in Trad, not too far off of John Sly for 3rd. It looks like a 7 or a 6, 2 5s and 2 4s. Very strong in for trad. Doesn't look the happiest with that particular shot. If we're open, having very much having a couple really close calls with that 5-4 line.
All right, I'm back. All right.
We don't have to. We won't lose our device now.
No, now we're good. The power strip got turned off. It was connected to, so that was the issue there.
Yeah, a lot of really close calls on this target.
Yeah, it looks like we've got. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, especially that center target.
Yes.
We're not at the angle where we can see if that caught that line or not, but.
And we got Vanu.
We got Vanu shooting
He's on
shooting
a
a GMX with MK Zest limbs. I know those are becoming a very popular limb for Recurve. Not necessarily as many seeing Barebow shoot it, but MKs, they're a little more difficult to get over in the U.S., so he was not happy with that shot. Yeah. Looks like he has 2 7s, 5 and 2 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah. That last shot must have been one of those 4s because he was, you could tell he said something. I don't know what he said, but he said something.
He was not happy. We just know that. All right.
Is this Madeline up here?
Yes, this is Madeline. Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, it looks like she actually is shooting an in-between arrow diameter. Okay, good.
All right, so Madeline, let's pull up her player card here.
Yeah, it looks like she's shooting one of those in-between diameters. Not necessarily a big arrow, but definitely not a micro.
Yeah. So we have Madeline. She is a recurve, or obviously. She's from Houston Archery Club, lessons in range. That is, I believe, one of James Loesch's students.
Yeah, down in West Houston.
2 years of shooting. First place recurve youth female at the 2025 Vegas shoot. Very impressive. And hobbies are dancing. Hey, there we go. We got another dancing on.
Another dancing, yeah. More specific, we need to know what type of dancing.
Yeah, we know exactly what kind of dancing. Swing dancing, ballet. What are we talking about?
Break dancing.
Yeah, break dancing. Maybe go to the Olympics for it. Not anymore.
No, I think breakdancing was only in Paris. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think that after that fiasco that they decided not to continue. I think that was a little test trial, and they were like, actually, maybe not.
A lot of these sports that are like that, they are only like Paris in France.
Yeah.
They can decide what sports are in, and a lot of these sports only get one shot.
Yeah, and
So
if
like,
you don't do well, you don't bring enough to use in, or if you just perform badly, like breakdancing.
But for example, like for the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, there'll be flag football. I don't expect flag football to be in the Olympics after 2028.
Yeah, they also aren't they not adding mixed compound, right?
Yes, on the archery side, they are adding mixed compound. However, that is supposed to be a permanent addition.
Yes, it's taking 2 people from the amount. It's taking like what is it?
It's
16?
12. It's 12 recurve men and 12 recurve women spots, I believe.
Yes, so that's interesting. And very mixed feelings on that.
Yes, it's fantastic that compound is getting some representation in the Olympic Games. However, it's not the best to do it at the cost of recurve. Now if we could get those 12 spots for compound and keep our 64 spots for recurve.
Like Julia dropped one more. Maybe I think it's a 6. I believe it's a 6.
Abby at full draw.
Oh, very nice in by
Big
Abby.
swing. Yep. On the single spot there, it looks like. Yep. 7, a couple 6 and a 5, so a 30.
Yes.
But yes, compound getting more representation at the Olympics is good for archery, but also we need to make sure that we grow instead of trying to. We need to gain more spots overall instead of having to take some from one style to give it to another.
Yeah. For sure, you don't want to be taken away.
Absolutely.
All right.
There we are.
This
Again.
is 4B.
Yep, getting ready to shoot, looking down the arrow.
4C.
There we go.
5.
Looks like a 5 or a 6. Yep, looks like you just caught the 6. That was one of those shots where having the big arrows was definitely that was an advantage. On those micros, he would not have caught that line, and he would have been 1 point lower in his score.
Oh, I believe we were just watching John Stark shoot. So I'm gonna find his player card here. We'll pull him up.
That's John Starks. He's not living up to his shirt. He looks like he's pretty solid at archery.
All right. I cannot find. He may not have a player card.
No, not everyone has a player card. Usually, if everyone who signed up was asked to send in a picture so we can make these player cards, but if you didn't send in a picture and we didn't have a picture of you, then making these cards were going to be very difficult.
We'll show you all John's slide here, actually. So here we have. Oh, if that worked. I don't know. Yeah, I think
Yep, we're good.
So you have he's
a trad
club
shooter.
free agent, so he's available. He's
50
that's out
years
there.
of shooting.
That's insane. 50 years. I hope I'm shooting for 50 years. In bow, he is a Timber Point Hydra, or the bow is a Timber Point Hydra. Interesting. I don't know. I might be the material it's made out of.
Well, it's, I'm not very knowledgeable on trad equipment.
I have no either, so it could be the brand. I have no idea. And the hobbies are archery. Come on, man. Archery can't be your hobby. You're shooting right now. We're looking for other hobbies. All right, we'll transition back here. There you go. Yeah, so. There we go. So another just scoring right now.
With a few ends left to go. This would be, 2 ends left to go?
I believe so. So we're just finishing up right here.
Getting very close to the end here. For the 1 p.m. line here at the Texas Ringer.
Yeah.
We'll start seeing the, very soon, the 5 p.m. Crew will start coming in, and we get to do this all again.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. It looks like everybody scored on their tablets, or their, so it's giving an update here. All right, we got in first place Gene Cross, at 249.
243?
243, and then we have John Starks.
John Starks.
John
yeah.
Starks. Well, I messed up
Also
the
a
name.
243.
243, so we got a tie right there. Bow Hunter, we have Carcado again.
Making
Making a solid statement.
Extending his lead.
14 points. Sawyer Sullivan on compounds in first at a 345.
Yep. So we have yes, that'll be 2 ends left. Sawyer was clean that end. He needs to clean
And then
2 more.
Julia's has not updated yet.
Julia has not updated, and Connor is at 339.
Yeah, let's see. Let's try. I'll update on my phone real quick to see. Before I have to scroll to the top real quick. I have it. There's right on top here. So it looks like Sawyer. Yep, 35. Julia, 42. So she dropped another one right there.
34.
She's have a rough last half. She's dropped, but that's all right. She can still recover very easily. There we go. And then we have for bow hunters. Not bow hunters, sorry, Barebows. Just can't read right now, apparently, guys.
Yep. Jeremiah Jones leading the way on 266. Matt Yaka 5 points behind on 261. Tied. Actually, I take that back.
Nice.
Matt Yaka's third. Nick Way is in second on 262.
Yeah. And then Recurve. Abby Kipps has kept her pretty commanding lead now.
Yep, 7-point lead over Kaylin Shankman.
While they're walking back here, let's throw in. Here we go. That's a cool one.
Jeremiah Jones, currently leading Barebow on this line.
Yes. He looks like he was on USAT last year.
Yep.
Free agent.
2023 Vegas
15
champion.
years of shooting, 23. That's very impressive. Used Open Championships, and his hobbies are hunting and fishing. Very common ones.
Yes, I believe he's the Barebow shooter we've seen on target 8C shooting.
Yes.
We have Sawyer Sullivan
Sawyer,
scoping his arrows, seeing
those binos he's using right there are self-stabilizing binoculars. Very nice binoculars.
Yeah.
I have a cheaper version of those.
So what are those?
Smaller versions.
So what is that thing he has on his
that
on
thing,
his vest,
he's got a
on his
harness
chest?
for his binos he keeps there. That is very commonly used in the 3D field. You see a lot of that.
Ooh, very close arrow.
I questioned him about that. I was like, "Whoa, man, what you doing there?" And he was like, just chilling with it." I'm like, "All right."
Close, but he has a 7 on that.
Yeah. He does. There's another
another-
one. That
yep.
one's not close. That was a good shot
Yep,
right
that's a
there.
good one.
Sawyer. He is shooting an Excel sight with Excel scope. Matthews, obviously, the full blackout is what he's rocking right now.
Title, is that a 36 or a 38?
I believe that is a 38. He runs the 36 every once in a while for outdoors.
Yes, I know. I've seen him
Oh, that was an
bounce
aggressive
between the
blackout.
two. Yeah, but
Good
he's
shot, though.
He's good though.
You can know with Sawyer, sometimes he'll make a really aggressive-looking bad shot, and it's usually still an X. So
One thing to know is when you have a shot like that and you're really starting to make that that black hole in the target, that really helps
it
aiming at
does.
these target
Yeah,
faces.
it just seems to go to it. It's like a magnet. Very contemplating that shot, or he's just waiting for Vanu to shoot. Oh,
Ooh, good. Now it's good
Good
decision,
letdown.
Vanu. Good decision. Yeah. Vanu being flanked by traditional shooters.
must scare him. Intimidation.
You can see on Vanu's hat there, Next Gen Archery. That is a nonprofit run by a former student of ours at Texas A&M University. Partner up with a bunch of different universities. I believe JMU now, UC Davis as well, maybe Michigan State too. About finding ways to get people able to donate to these archery clubs, because a lot of archery at the collegiate level is not varsity. There are some varsity.
There's a couple. I think
At the
Cumberland's is
University
varsity.
of Cumberland's, Lindsey Wilson, Rio Grande.
Rio Grande, yeah.
A lot of those schools are varsity. However, schools like Texas A&M, Michigan State,
Most of
UC
D1
Davis.
schools are not varsity. Any like D1, D2, I think schools, D3 maybe even.
Yep.
It's a lot of the other smaller schools tend to be able to make it varsity. They'll get some funding.
Yep.
And there's pluses and minuses to both. There's some positives we have as being a club, and there's some negatives of not being a varsity. A lot of it comes down to funding.
Kalen Shanklin had a pretty aggressive letdown again. That seems to be a common trend for him today. However, he's got 2 7s. Looks like he just caught the line to grab a 6 and a 5.
Yeah. Ooh, that might be a 7.
7 or 6. It looks like he
It
just got the
looks like a
7. Yeah.
Yep, nice shooting.
A very solid in for him there. He'll make some. He can make some good inroads into Abby Kipps' lead.
All right. So we got Vanu down there shooting his last shot. Yep, there he is.
Yep. He's just making.
Oh, no,
Oh.
no, he didn't have another shot.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so that is confirmation that Carsey Curry is scoping for Venugopal
Yeah,
Kunavaka.
Nuva Kunavaka. He almost tried to shoot an extra arrow there. That's not allowed.
I mean, you can.
I mean, if you want to. It's going to take a miss, and then your top score gets lower. What is it? If an extra arrow, is it you switch out your top score for your low score, or is it take out your lost score and lose 1 point?
So, I don't know. You're the son of the guy who runs the event. You tell me.
I don't know. I don't know what he decided on. I've never had that happen yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has rules in place for it.
So-
I think in USA Archery, it's
You lose highest score.
you lose that score, and then there's one, it's like NFA, you get docked a point. You got the Jules here, another shout out. See how she does in this shot. Looks like a nice clean shot, and
There
it
we
was
go.
a nice arrow. That was
Good
tight.
solid arrow into the 7.
I've always found that my 23s are very forgiving. My micros, not so much. But they still worked out a little better than if I shot my 23s here. All right, she's shooting the Fulcrum Flex. That's a great release. That's what I shoot.
That's why it's a great release.
That is why exactly why it's a great release. I love that release. Almost everyone at A&M. I think we've got 3 or 4 of us who all shoot it. Me, this guy Colton Converse, another one Brandon Wolfel. We all shoot it.
I thought Brandon shoots the Abyss.
If he's shooting the thumb, he'll shoot it best. But he has a hinge Fulcrum, the 2-finger, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You don't often sing a 2-finger. Some even say it's just not natural.
Ooh, there's a bird you don't see too often for the limb. Sebastian Flute.
Interesting.
Sebastian Flute, named after the guy. I believe he was French. I could be wrong about that though. On a Hoyt Exceed riser. The Exceed, a very popular bow, very popular Barebow, Recurve bow. The new Recurve world record was set with that, with the Exceed. Velos limbs, not Sebastian Flute limbs, but again, a very popular bow. That will be a riser that definitely goes down in Recurve history as one of the greats.
Yes, and that was who was shooting right there was Darren. And he he's a free agent. We got a lot of them Barebows who are free agents. He is at 10 years of shooting. Hoyt Exceed is his bow, and hobbies are archery. Man, come on, these people saying archery is their hobby. Basic.
He's got the knock on shirt. I don't. Maybe it's just because of like the world I'm in, or maybe on the Recurve side. I haven't seen a lot from knock on.
I haven't either. Knock on. I think they're like. I feel like they were big at one point, but I feel like they're kind of just. I don't know. I just haven't seen much. I feel like it's more of a hunting thing.
Yeah,
if you're not in the hunting world. You don't
I
see
think
it.
they probably were more on the hunting side, but I thought they were a little bigger back when I started shooting.
I think they were. I think they've kind of not fallen off, but not as big of a presence as they used to be. But and also a big potential on why a lot of these people's hobbies are archery is they just didn't send in a hobby, and so they just put it archery. But also, I know Renan Brooks didn't send in a hobby, and hers got put as pickleball. She was like, "I've never played pickleball."
Here we have Abby Kipp's target there.
This is Craig right here.
Got two sevens at least. Ooh, just missed it. It looks like.
Yeah, just out.
3 sevens, a 6, and a 5 just out. We may be getting a judge call on that one. You can see he's very much contemplating that.
Yes, yeah, he was very much so.
Yeah. See the Bucky's Cup. You should try to get Bucky's to sponsor the Texas Ringer.
We should. That'd be actually pretty awesome, actually.
If you've never been to a Bucky's, they're all over Texas, and they are definitely an experience.
They are. Just like HEB, Bucky's, you go to Texas, you have to go to those two. All right, here. Let's go to scores. Give them a minute.
We'll give them a minute to get things inputted in before we go into our final end for the 1 p.m. session here at the 2025 Texas Ringer. So
and Sawyer shot that round clean. He just needs one more. Set that record.
One more for the record, which would be very, very impressive.
Very exciting.
So last weekend there was the Texas Junior Ringer.
Yes. So all the kids came up last weekend and shot, and there was some great shooting done out there. Some really good shoot-offs, and just some high scores put up. They're very well done. It was a lot. I believe the winner was for an open compound. At least I remember was Case. Shout out to him. Great shooting. I believe Julia took second, and then I don't remember who took third. Sorry, Rip.
We don't have that information in front of us
here. I just
taking
it off the dome, and I only remember those two.
Yeah, we have stuff in front of us, but I don't think that's one of the things.
Yeah, you're like ruffling, you're like, huh?
And the Texas Ringer, it is not just qualifications. Like we mentioned earlier, we have eliminations tomorrow. At 7 a.m., we'll have the bow hunters. 8 a.m., Barebow and Trad. And at 10 a.m., Compound and Recurve.
Yes.
So I get to look forward into sleeping in.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking. I heard the bow hunters had to get up early, and I was like, ew. Gross.
Yeah, 7 a.m. is early, especially coming from, especially if you live close enough where you don't want to get a hotel, but far enough where that would be annoying. Like if you're on the other side of town, that would be
like
fun.
me. But 8 a.m. that's not bad. I just gotta leave by 9 for a 10. I gotta leave at 9:30 probably.
Yeah.
maybe. Oh no, not 9:30. Sorry, 8:30. Maybe 8. Maybe I get up at 7.
Yeah. So definitely, you'll be getting up when they're starting to shoot.
For sure. All right, just give it a second. Let's refresh here. All right, looks like most of them have scored. All right, so we have John Starks in first, the 270. In second, we have John Slight in second, 267. Bowhunter Adults. And we have Cricato again, 349.
However, going back up there, Dennis Chen has overtaken Chase Manor for second.
Oh, he has. That's a new development. And they're tied.
Tied score, but
coming into the last
Dennis has more sevens.
Very intense. All right, Sawyer Sullivan at a 380. So if he shoots a 35 this end,
yep, he can get it.
He gets it. And Julia Cook is at a 337.
377.
Or 377.
Yes. Connor,
and then we have Barebows.
Jeremiah Jones still leading the way.
Yep. Yaka at second.
5 points out of Yaka. Then Nick Way.
And then
286.
Lee Wickens. And then
Fall.
And then Reeker is no develop. Kaylin has gotten himself within 4 points of Abby.
Yep.
Abby's still at first with 3:18 though. All right, final end. Let's see here, Sawyer. Yep, Sawyer. 35, 135 to get it. The cook, just to clarify, yeah. Oh, she shot a 35 her last end, so she's on track for a pretty good score right now. And then we have Connor. 34, yeah, so some very good scores being shot.
You can bring up the scores real quick
Oh,
again.
yeah.
When a Marcus Williamson. That's who we have on the camera here. We can see if we can bring his player card up.
Get his player card up here.
If he has one, there he
Mark,
is.
there he is. Yep, there he is.
Yeah, from Pendleton, South
From
Carolina.
Upstate Archery, Tears of Shooting. Bow is NVX. Tab, it's a Vost tab. And hobbies are archery.
Everyone's hobby's archery.
Yeah, lame, guys. Come on. Alex, what would you say your hobby was?
My hobby was watching motorsports.
Oh, nice.
It's tough to say doing motorsports because I don't go karting that often because it is quite an expensive thing.
That's very nice. Probably say my hobby. I like playing pickleball on occasion. I like sharpening knives. And probably those two things.
I think, yeah, you said like knife working or something.
Did mine? I might have.
It said something like that.
That's funny. I bet you James. I wonder if James has one. Oh, he shot this morning.
He
so
shot
he
this
wouldn't
morning,
be here.
yeah.
That is. I'm sorry. That's another person from Texas A&M.
James
He
Brown.
actually is a blacksmith.
Oh, very cool. Charlie putting that shot a little bit high, very much outside of her traditional group that she's been having for the day.
Can we get it over at Sawyer? Let's see how his target's looking here to see if he is clean. So for that
Yes,
record.
to see if we have a new Texas Ringer record holder.
Oh, that didn't look good.
Oh, I heard him. His mouth like, come on or something.
Oh, is that his? He looks good.
That looks good. So long as that low right
Right
target
one.
is in, we will have a new record holder in
By 1
compound
point.
men. So we'll just have to make sure that that arrow is in.
Yes, but if that's so, we'll have a new record. Very exciting for Sawyer Sullivan.
We have a 32 there. Yep.
Yeah. And all right, that's a very nice target.
Shooting a single spot with big arrows out of a compound bow.
Interesting strategy.
Definitely risk having glance out and breaking
Yes,
arrows.
you do. Yes, very much so. There's Kaylin we got.
Yeah, with his last arrow or two.
Looks like a 6.
Yep, he's got one arrow to go before he's finished up here at the Texas Ringer. I always have to switch camera angles when we have the lefties.
Yeah, right.
Taking deep breath, going through his process. I know Kalen is very much a student of mental process. He works with Tom Hinosa from Colorado to help work on and develop that process for him.
Yes.
There we go. Looks like a very solid shot, but it looks like he has a 5 on it. Pushed it a little bit right. Venu, his last arrow. Snaring it down. Ooh, just a little bit
looks like
high.
He might have nicked a 5. Maybe. It's very close, but
very
I think
close,
it's a
very
4,
close.
though.
Yep.
All right, final lineup for this 1 p.m. line.
We see some good sportsmanship and courtesy with getting people to the line. It is a little tight down there with the DOS stand and the bow rack.
Yes, it is.
With the red title there is Connor.
Yep. See here.
With those,
He could put himself in a top 4 probably. I think he's right now. He's on track for 4th place.
ooh, let's see if he got that. That may be a 6. Ooh, I
think that's a.
Ooh, that is very close.
Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing for a couple shots here. Let's see how this one goes. I don't know if I already said what he's shooting, but he is shooting it looks like a Longhorn hinge, if I had to guess. I can't really tell. Oh, no, I think that's actually a B3. Hard to tell, though. I can't tell if he's happy or not with that
Yeah,
shot.
he kind of held up there for a little bit.
I think that's another
Oh,
six.
that is another
Yeah.
6.
Rough last round
Yeah.
right now.
It's got 3-0 to right the wrong. Yep, he was not happy with that one. Makes a little adjustment on his sight. What's that sight that he has right now? Oh, that's
He
an
has
Excel.
an Excel with
Okay.
a UV sight.
Yeah, I say the sight bar itself looked a
Or
little.
UV scope with an Excel.
Yeah, it looked a little different.
That that actually looks like an old. It looks like a new. It looks like he's mixed together some stuff. It looks like with a brand
Yeah.
new, with a new rod with a old like a cross mount.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Hodgepodge, something like that. There we
we
go.
go.
He's
Strong
back
next
on-
shot. He got himself
yeah,
back
he's
in the game. That's
you
good.
know, back on track.
That's where the mental game's so important to get yourself back in place. All right. Interesting grip he has there. Oh,
Yes.
he's shooting a 5-spot too.
Yeah,
It looks like he
Barebow
did
shooting
pretty
a
good
5
on
spot.
it,
Yeah.
too.
Unfortunately, it does look like he made one mistake.
One he put out just a little long.
But other than that, very solid looking
Yeah,
target.
other than that, though, it's like the weather was the risk versus the reward there. Did he have 7? Would he have missed 7 points on a draw?
Exactly, he could have.
On a ricochets.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird Jules here.
She'll be very happy with the amount of shout outs and coverage she is getting.
Yes, she did. Very much a shout out. A little jerky of a shot, but still looks like it hit good.
Yep.
She's got a
Again,
very pretty target there. Looks like she's only dropped a couple 5s. Not bad at
Yeah.
all. Maybe 1-4 in there.
she's dropping a lot of points on those big arrows.
Yeah, that's It's like PS23s with black feathers on there, not veins, which is interesting.
Yeah. There you go. That looked like a good shot. Yeah,
Yep.
right in the middle.
Right.
That, that lower right target. And it looks like we only have one shooter left up on the line.
Yes.
Dennis.
Another interesting grip there. You've got other finger kind of sticking out with that thumb up pretty high, but hey.
Yep. There we go. He was very still.
He was until the last second. I saw him bob
Yeah.
up, but like he was rock steady other than that. All right, that is the last
Okay,
end. So we
well,
will
that
wait from the
is
score.
the
We'll give you all a little
end of
update on
the
that
1
score.
o'clock
And
Exactly.
line.
We'll get everyone
see you again at
Let's
the
give everybody
last
a big
shoot
round
of
of
the day.
applause.
Yeah, we'll make sure everyone's up to date on the top 3 for each division for this line.
Okay, archers.
And yeah, it's
when
a
you're
great line
finished
shooting.
Scoring and pulling your
made some
arrows,
great
please pull
time
your
as well.
targets. And then
About 2
please
hours
bring
and
your
30-ish
scorecards
minutes, 2 hours
and the
45.
tablet
Yeah, that's not
up
bad
to
at all.
the DOS stand
Very quick.
as the
Shows
bail, please.
the efficiency of this group, the
Showing your
The
scorecards.
knowledge, experience.
yep,
and
the
the
knowledge and experience as well.
Tablets as a bail. And then we're about to, as soon as you finish scoring, we're going to
Alright.
call off the raffle items for you.
Another thing that they do at the Texas Ringer is they do the raffle.
Yes, afterwards they will raffle off some things. So they have like specifically to each division. So they'll have trad items, compound items, and barebow and recurve
There
items.
are a couple records that are on the line for
Just to
this.
make sure you know you're not a compound getting your finger tab on accident.
Yeah, or a trad shooter getting a release.
Yes, that would be very unfortunate.
I wonder how many line calls we've had today.
I don't see many. I know we had a couple in my bail earlier. Maybe 2, I think. I guess on our bail. I haven't seen the judges working too hard.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much from the judges today.
I
on
think we
that.
need to fix that. I think we need to start working those judges. Get their steps in. We've seen there are several line calls. I just actually haven't been paying attention to the judges. Not gonna
We've
lie.
been usually when they're down at the target, we're going through looking at yeah, we've been taking a look at the
Yeah.
scores to make sure everyone's up to date, not necessarily commentating on people standing at the bails.
Yeah. I like making fun of the judges. It's my pastime. And that's my hobby when I'm shooting, actually. Heckling the judges.
So we can go to get the scores up here real quick as
Yeah.
they're coming in.
See if we got any updates so
Yes,
far.
we can see if we have confirmation
Oop,
that
that's the wrong one, I think. There we go. All right. They have not been updated, sadly.
All right. So taking a look at.
Sawyer Sullivan's has been 7:15.
Yep. So Sawyer Sullivan has set the freestyle record. We have actually a couple other records we'll need to double check on, just to make sure.
All right. So let's see. Barebow. What is a trad?
So the top score trad was 295 today. It looks like.
Oh, we may have had another
Yes,
record.
that would
Oh,
make
we've
that-
tied it.
295. Actually, I have here that the trad record is 288.
Oh, then he dominated it.
Yes, I mean, this is not including any earlier lines of people shooting this, but we have the trad record has been broke if it hasn't already been broke earlier.
Yep. And then,
So records are falling today. Bow Hunter.
Bow Hunter was not broken. I believe it was a 399. It was a Bow Hunter record.
But the Bow Hunter scores have not all come in yet.
Yeah, I believe it was set by
yes.
one of the freshmen at Texas A&M.
The Bow Hunter record?
Yeah.
Earlier today?
It was by Griffin.
Oh, yes.
Yesterday.
Yes, Griffin Whitty yesterday.
Yes. And then we have Freestyle Combo 415 set by Sawyer Sullivan.
Yep.
Julia with a 412, very respectable score, and Connor McKinney with a 407.
Let's take a look at Barebow.
Barebow, we've got our top gunner, Jeremiah Jones.
Yes, the record has been
325.
set by 3 points.
Nice.
Jeremiah Jones takes the record off of David Woodleaf,
Dang,
322.
Rip David.
From a few years ago. Davis will have to make his reemergence to take that back next
Yes,
year.
he will. And then Recurve, I don't
Recurve,
think any
nope.
was.
Nope, the Recurve record
Sawyer,
was broken
you
earlier
have
today by a
done.
point.
I believe you have a new record.
However, the record now stands at 374.
And
Abby
Jeremiah
Kipps at
Jones, it looks
349.
like you've broken the record for
374, okay.
Barebow.
All right,
And
well, that's great
Gene
shooting by
Cross
them.
has done
Yep.
it for trad.
All right, well, I think that's everything for now, so we will see y'all at 5 o'clock.
Yep, for the next for the final line of qualifications for the 2025 Texas Ringer.
Okay, remember to turn your scorecards and your
Laughed at the mall 'cause your mama forgot. I know it hurts. Rolling by the cool kids on the first day of school. I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. Yeah, it will go on as long as you want. Laughed at when your girlfriend pulled down your pants. I know it hurts. Kicked out on the first day of your new job. I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Slim, man. Yeah. I'm at a rare tip. Tell them all just stand down to the cup goal and the stands clear. I've been out running, top gunning competition, they know who the man here. I can never fail, I can never fall, counted up without a cashier. And last year was real 25, I'm a fast on they heels. Built the last, never last up the gear, hit the gas, I'm a mash till a meal. I can't be lacking till it's sealed, cause this too extravagant to chill. I ain't missing no games, road game, watch me bring it home. I lost a couple out here, this a cold game, but I bounced back from it strong. We had it locked in for they known. It ain't no top 10, I'm the throne. This how you elevated without selling out. I kept it true to me, ain't never tested clock. Now they like, who is he? Who am I? Never tired of running through a night. Breaking pressure if you.
All right, I am here with Sawyer Sullivan right now. He just set the record at 4:15. So how did that feel?
It felt good. You know, I haven't been able to practice much. I broke my hand like 3 weeks ago, so
Yeah,
it was
good.
Yeah, it was super tiring. By the last two ends, I was like, take me home.
Right, we saw at the very beginning. We're like, oh, rough start. We saw a dropped of one right out of the gate.
Yep.
We're like, oh, that was surprising out of the gate.
Yep, first arrow.
But then that second half, you really recovered well.
Yeah, getting into it.
Yeah, we had a lot of really good scores out there. We had, I think Julia Cook was hanging with you for like most of it. I was very impressed. And then same for Connor too. But yeah, it was very impressive, very good shooting out there. How is it? This is the first time you've shot this target, correct?
This is the first time I shot
What
this
were your
target.
thoughts of it?
I really like the format of it. It's really hard to aim with no like big X in the middle.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like you're like up there and you're like, am I like in the middle or am I like low? And or right. I missed one right because I was like, I think I'm good. I was not.
You're like, I think I'm in the center. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
I
had
was
the same
not.
feelings. That me and Alex were up here earlier talking about it, like how the difference of with that target and how it does. Because we were talking about whether it's like, is it worth it to ever switch out at the half? And we both were kind of like, no, it's never worth it to switch out on this target, just because you don't have you lose all your.
You lose all.
cards.
Yeah. It was like I feel like that's why it was a lot easier the second half too, because I had like some holes to shoot off
There was
of.
at least where you're like on a little left, just move right.
Yeah, I missed 2 the same end, like back-to-back arrows, because I think I was just so tired.
Yeah, so your hand held up at least a little bit. Looks like it's a little swollen right now.
Yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. I don't know if the doctor would be happy that I'm shooting, but oh well.
Well, awesome, great shoot, and thank you for coming over to the interview.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me, and this is an awesome tournament.
Awesome, thank you.
Laughed at the mall 'cause your mama forgot. I know it hurts. Bullied by the cool kids on the first day of school. I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. Yeah, it will go on as long as you want. Laughed at when your girlfriend pulled down your pants. I know it hurts. Kicked out on the first day of your new job. I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. Let it go, let it go. You'll be better off without our breaks. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. It will go on as long as they want. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. It will go on as long as they want. Divorced at 39 and she took all the cash. I know it hurts. Laying on your deathbed and can't wipe your ass. I know it hurts so bad. Let it go, let it go. If you don't, you know your heart will break. Let it go, let it go. If you don't, you know your heart will break. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. It will go on as long as they want. We don't care if you know, we will never let you go. Can't take any more, I'm under control. We won't fight all the time, we'll punch you if you're feeling fine. It will go on as long as they want. And the lights are out and you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life is lemons, just hold me. Just hold me.